All right, guys. Good morning. Good morning. We are up today on this red Monday so far. Hope you guys are doing well. I did not get enough sleep. SPY is down pretty heavily today, all the way down to $400 a share. So not really that great. I mean, I'll tell you this though, I'm going to be buying up some dips. Let me know if you can hear the music. You should be able to. Yeah, man, market's down heavy. What's up, Michelle? Oh, man. You can honk at this is the bottom. Oh, you like the honking? Yeah, this music, man. Don't judge me. But no, SPY is down, man. Honestly, I'm kind of bummed out about it. I'm just gonna be adding towards the bottom, I guess. But crypto market down, stock market is down. You know, if you look at the crypto market, it's not doing that hot either. Bed Bath is almost back up to 11, so maybe squeeze plays do what in bad markets. But yeah, Bitcoin down to roughly 20K, just under 20K right now. We're gonna do a few polls here regarding this craziness that we've got today. The market recovered today. It's gonna be our poll on YouTube, yes or no. That's all we're gonna ask. On Twitter, we're gonna go a little bit more in detail. Does the SPY hold the $400 level by end of day today? Let me know. Do me a favor when you come in, hit the like button as well. We certainly appreciate it. All right, so we're gonna do this poll here on Twitter. Does the SPY hold the $400 level by end of day today? If you want to vote on this poll, I'm gonna put it up in chat. Hey, what's up, Liana? New account with Schwab. Hey, good luck. Bed Bath is up here, so that looks pretty good. Everyone is bearish. Yeah, I'm probably gonna be adding to these dips, to be completely honest. This is what I'm probably gonna be doing, and I'm probably just gonna be adding as much as I can to my longer term positions on these dips. And we'll see, you know, but I'll probably just be adding to it. I mean, again, usually that's what happens on these dips. Very often with these dips, we're going to get a short-term bounce back. But no, who knows, man? Market could just keep dumping. And so I'm certainly not recommending anybody copy me. But, like, I'll probably be adding to these dips. Yeah, we got 30 votes already. Does the market recover today? 71% say no. 29% say yes. So let me know what you guys think. When it's a bear market, short the overbought stocks and buy the oversold value stocks. Right, exactly. So I'm looking at like Intel, Snapchat. They're all down pretty heavily, you know. Most of these large caps are going to follow the market anyway, though, is the reality of it. Bed Bath up to 1090s. So we'll see if that holds. Are y'all still bullish on Bed Bath? Let me know. All right. So, are you buying this dip? Tesla down to 281s. Are you buying that dip too, man? That one had the split last week, started to bounce back some. We have the Q at 303.90s. SPY's right around 400. SPY's at 401.60s. We got Bed Bath at 1094, just under $11. Snapchat is at 1040s. We're probably going to start adding to this one myself once the market opens. And then Intel is down with everything as well, down to 33.20s. We'll probably start adding to that one too, although that is a smaller position. So we're not super really concerned about that. Hey, what's up, David? Question is, will it dip more tomorrow? Yeah. What's your top four today, guys? Weak oil prices have prevented energy stocks from catching up to energy estimates. Yeah. Hey, thank you, sir. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate it. Yeah, man. Let me know what you guys see. It's a bloody day in the market, man. It's a bloody day. That's the big thing. Like, it's red today, man. The market was red Friday too. And again, sometimes these dips give you opportunity. Yeah, I'm not going to say it will because you never really know, but like a lot of the time these dips give you opportunity to get into some positions, you know, like we're going to be a little aggressive today. I think we're going to wait. This is what we're going to do. We're going to wait for the market to open up and look at the first 5 to 10 minutes and see if we hold. And then if we break lows, we might cut some positions, but a lot of the time these dips gives you an opportunity. And so we'll see. Let me know if you're buying these dips up. Something that I'm looking at is specifically like Meta. Meta down to 160 seems like a very cheap level for it. I know people hate on it, you know, but it seems pretty cheap down at the 160s. And so we might be looking at Meta. We made a list of some of our value plays last week. And so we're going to be looking at a few different stocks today, specifically Intel, Meta, PayPal, AMD, Nike, Netflix. AMD's not really on the list anymore because after the chip bill, these all kind of ripped up. But I might be looking at like MU as well here. MU down to 50s. You know what I mean? So that seems very cheap as well. We have Netflix, which has been producing some pretty good content, I would say. The only problem is that it's over 200, and there could be an argument for it being extended as well, but we'll watch that one. Nike down to 108, dropped, almost, it's dropped about, a decent percentage. It's dropped like 50+% over the last, not quite 50 actually. It's dropped about like 40% over the last year. So we're watching Nike to see what happens on that front as well. PayPal down at 92.70s. This one has dropped, 75% plus over the last year. So we're watching PayPal as well. It's down 75% over the last year. So we might buy this one on the dip. It's owned by some big money. And so they're not going to want their stock to crash. And so PayPal's another one that we're considering. It's under $100. Hey, thank you, Mark. I appreciate you, sir. All right, so we did a poll. Does the SPY hold the $400 level by the end of today? And 75% of people said no. 25% of people said yes. So let me know what you guys think. Young Gravy took Addison Rae's moms to the VMAs. Hey, thank you for the follow, Moonbase. I appreciate you, man. Hey, what's up, Larry? FHS up 12%. Tesla, let me know if you're buying Tesla here at the post-split level. FHS, yeah, it's up, but it's down to, it's down to 76 cents a share. Basically, it gave back a lot of the gains it made. Yeah, man, we'll see. Market's kind of crazy today, bro. So we'll see, bro. It is cold in my house, dude. I'm about to put on my robe, guys, and y'all are just not going to be able to judge me in this robe here today. All right, so I'm going to throw in my robe. And y'all just can't judge me because it's cold right now. Because let me be honest here for a second. What's the point of working from your desk at 5:30 in the morning if you're not going to wear your bathrobe? You know what I mean? What's the point of life in that situation? If you're not going to wear a bathrobe to work. So y'all can judge all you want. It's cold in here, man. I'm putting this robe on. Anyways. Once it warms up a little bit, I'll take that off. Bed Bath over 11s, guys. Bed Bath over 11s here. Hey, thank you for the follow, guys. We appreciate it. What's up, Ricky? Music show today. Hey, what's up, dude? We appreciate it. What's up, DS? ARGX? Yeah, man. Will the market go easy on us today, guys? Let me know. I'm a little worried about it, bro. The market's down a ton. Bitcoin down under 20K. SPY down to $400, which is a big psychological level. I think the market needs to hold 400. That's why we did the poll today. You know, but overall, it's not good. It's definitely not good, you know. Checking out everything else, man. Market is just not good. Again, we're gonna start adding to some sizable positions at the open, though. We will start adding to some positions here at the opening bell. And so we'll see what we get, but we will start adding to something. DXY dropping. Well, the DXY dropping should be good for us. Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking at some other stuff here. Meta down to under 160s. That's going to be a potential buy that we get involved with, maybe. You know, PayPal down big too. Intel down big. So we might find some dip buys here. But look at Bed Bath over 11s here, guys. So Bed Bath is over 11s now. Hey, what's up, Robert? Dropping pop today at the open. All right, so Bitcoin bouncing back a little bit short term. It's at about 19.8 right now, 19.8. We do want to see it back over 2,000. 2,000 is kind of the big level for Bitcoin. DXY dropping hard. That should be good for us at the DXY. We want to see the DXY tank. If you want to understand the inverse relationship to the dollar value versus the markets, the reason for this is because essentially with DXY going down, the DXY is not going down. Here's a daily chart. Let me look at a 1 minute chart. Okay, so yeah, the 1 minute chart, the DXY is dropping. There is an inverse relationship, and the reason for this is because the lower or the higher the less a dollar is worth means that the higher we're paying for things, right? Because, so put it like this, right? If our individual dollar is worth less, we're gonna pay more for a home. You know, just to give you a crazy example that's not really the most realistic, but it's important in understanding why when the DXY goes up, the market drops, and when the DXY drops, the market goes up. It's because ultimately there's an inverse relationship to the two. And so we want to see this just bleed. We want to see the DXY just tank. We want to see the DXY just tank. We don't want to see it rip up. Ripping up will cause the markets to drop. And so yeah, so essentially what happens here? Hey, what's up, Paulo? What's up, Get It? What's up, Raul? So essentially, the higher the dollar cost, the more inflation we're gonna get. That's why people are scared here. When our dollar is worth more, inflation is higher. All right, guys. So market back up to 402s. We got Tesla back up to 281.70 here, rebounding here. Bed Bath still testing 11s. I'm curious to see what we get on the poll here. I get about 71+% out of 120 votes. Think no, the market does not recover today. Is double top on a daily? Hey, we'll see, bro. I hope we just hold these gains, bro. That's what we want. We just want to see a hold here. Yeah, I gotta start with this fasting stuff here. All right, Cramer recently said yesterday on August 28th, quote, "I will not abandon tech stocks because the end of their downturn is near." Should we short tech now? Is that what we should do? Let me look at what Cramer's saying here to see if we got some input on what direction we should take. Inverse Cramer saying short. Let me read everything. "We are mimicking the worst market as always. Cup runneth over. There are many gluts out there, but until there is a glut in employees, Chairman Powell will not be done. It turns out there's only one peak inflation number that matters, and that's percentage of employment. I would think that the percentage of unemployed has to go to 4.5 before it's over." We're kind of reading all Cramer's tweets here over the weekend. Why is it so difficult to sign into fantasy sites? I'm a member of the huddle and I can't get in, and the darn site sends me to a lawyer for help, who then reveals that she was actually working for New Huddle. I think the site is run by USA Today. Is it a scam? The inevitability of a huge second day decline, even after a horrendous first day, is a standard aspect of this market. Remember, our 4 a.m. futures will mimic the worst overseas decline, whether it be Italy or Japan. So market's down, heavy. Again, part of this is due to the Jackson Hole conference and JP on Friday, and so the question here, I think, in all of this is, are we oversold from that catalyst? Like, that's the reality. Are we oversold? Do we bounce back today? I think is the only real question here. All right, so we got the Artemis launching today as well. It launches about 8:30, is from what I'm reading here. I think it looks kind of far from we bounce back today. I don't think we're oversold. I think we have more room on the downside. Wednesday to Friday is bounced back on AMC. SPY 393. Let's go. What's up, Buddha? Yeah, there should be an ETF for Cramer. Cramer likes tech. Does that mean short, guys? The daily on Tesla still looks like it's weak. Yeah, there's a few things that I like, but it's not Tesla, unfortunately. I'm just not interested in buying Tesla right now. I think Tesla pre-split would still be at 8 something. So I'm just not buying that yet. I want oversold, and Tesla's just not oversold, unfortunately, yet. Bed Bath under 11s here, under 11s. We do have 402s for SPY here. If we look at like Ape and AMC as well, here's Ape. Down to 615s, AMC down to under 9 here. So let me know what you guys think on that as well. 402s for the SPY here. Still keeping an eye on this. Q is trying as well. Maybe oversold for the day, maybe, but there's still more to below. Yeah. I don't know. I might add some to it. It just depends. Like Intel is one that I'm interested in adding to. Snapchat is probably another one that I'm interested in adding to, just because I think Snapchat, I don't think it's going to drop much under like $9 or $10. You know, but maybe I'm wrong. Who knows? Could be. But we're keeping an eye on that. BBIG up to 103s. Tesla did have news of a power plant in Japan that they unveiled. He said he hopes self-driving Tesla will be in wide release in the U.S. by the end of the year. Hopefully in Europe, depending on regulatory approval, according to Reuters. With Tesla, still looking at a lot of different things here, but yeah, we'll see. If I look at earnings whisper, we don't really have any big earnings today. I think this evening we've got a few small ones, but nothing big. You know, we've got like gambling.com, we've got Joy Inc., but nothing really big. Tomorrow we have Best Buy in the morning, Baidu, Big Lots in the morning, Bank of Montreal in the evening. We have CrowdStrike, Chewy, CHPT, so ChargePoint, HP, Hewlett Packard, and a few other ones. So tomorrow we got some stuff. We got Express Wednesday morning for earnings, MongoDB in the evening, AI in the evening, Five Below in the evening, and then Thursday we got nothing big really in the morning. Build-A-Bear, Toro Company, Sienna, Hormel, Science Applications, and then Lululemon in the evening. So we'll probably cover Lululemon here, just for maybe I'll get Carol involved with that one. On the first, and then after that, Monday we've got a lot of earnings, but none of them are big. You know, like none of these are big. So nothing big here. We've got GitLabs, Path. So we got some earnings coming out this week, but nothing that's going to really impact markets like, you know, you'd want to trade them. NEO earnings are going to be it's the September 7th. So in about a week, we have NEO earnings in the morning and GameStop earnings in the evening. That'll be big. Play at David Buster's. That'll be a big day. Wednesday on the 7th, September 7th. That's a big day. Thursday, we've got DocuSign, a few other ones. The big earnings don't really start until October, I would say. You know, we got some stuff that happens leading up to this, but nothing big, you know. Oracle on the 12th. So we got some stuff coming out. FCell, IBEX. But yeah, so again, we're just kind of sitting back waiting to see if the market bounces here. I do think $400 might be like a support level, like a reasonable support level to watch. But let me know what you guys think. Do you think $300 or $400 is like a reasonable bounce level? How much longer do you see Lulu around for? I think it's going to be around for at least a few years. I think it'll probably be successful as a brand. Just relevant to regarding whether they actually hold their gains is a different story completely, though. You know, Lululemon being $300 stock. What's the market cap of Lulu is the real question. Let me check this out. if we look at Lulu here, Lulu's got their earnings call, and that'll be big. Lulu's market cap is about 40 billion, so it's not a small company, man. It's not a small company. That's a big market cap. But again, the question is, does it hold its gains? You know, I think I wouldn't be surprised to see Lulu drop down to the $200 level. You know, but I think they'll still be big enough over the next 5 years to remain relevant and used in the market. But I just don't think they're going to hold their crazy big gains that they've made. It all depends, though, how well they perform during the holidays. You know, again, my problem with Lulu isn't its current success. I think it's a wildly successful company that makes a ton of money right now. You know, my problem with Lulu more so over this is their longevity over the next 10 to 15 years. I think that's the big question mark with Lulu. And I think that's the big question mark with any clothing brand you look at, is what do they look like long term? You know, very few clothing brands hold their gains and succeed long term, aside from like Ralph Lauren, you know, and stuff like that. And maybe Lulu's the next one, but in terms of like betting long term on it, betting my long term money, and long term, in my opinion, should be sure things, right? There's a few sure things that you're going to make money on long term, as long as you diversify. You know, I would, again, I'm not going to dare to say any of these are 100% sure things, but like they're pretty close, like Apple, Disney, you know, stuff like that, I think are what I'm putting my money in long term. I'm not going to put it in a clothing. I'm not going to put it in any type of trendy fashion brand, because those trends change very fast, you know. All right, guys. SPY at 402s. We got Tesla at 281.70s. But yeah, Cramer says he's not abandoning tech stocks. I hate to say this, but I kind of agree with him, you know. Bro. All right, guys. Let's see if we bounce back here. I mean, listen, SPY currently at 402s. So let's see if we hold 400s, man. I think 400s is the big level in the SPY that we need here. Yeah, tech stocks in the future, 100%. I don't think see longevity in Peloton selling bikes for 2K. Yeah, 100%. Joshua, you know my stance on this, brother. You know what I mean? Peloton, the problem with Peloton is simple. The bikes are too expensive. It's virtual reality for something that you can very easily do yourself, right? Like, it's like selling a virtual reality skateboard for thousands of dollars. It's like, bro, you could just buy a regular skateboard and step outside in less than 5 minutes. You know what I mean? Like, people could just buy a regular bike and actually go get the true benefits of that type of cardio activity. But instead, you want people to spend $2,000 on a virtual reality bicycle. You know, and again, the problem is the price of their bikes. I think if they lower the price and they raise the subscription cost, and anybody that buys the bike is going to pay for that subscription cost anyway, I think that is the true business model of Peloton that's going to succeed. I think if you're trying to sell the bikes out the door for thousands, it's just not going to work. People aren't going to want it, you know? My buy list is ready. Shopping around all week. Lulu is best in the business. Be around for a long time. I don't know, man. I don't know if I agree on that. I think they're certainly big right now, and I think that might cloud people's outlook. But I think that when you think about fashion, man, seriously think about it. Think about all the major fashion brands: American Eagle, Aeropostale. You know, I could go on and on, to be honest. Jinkos. You know, think about all the biggest clothing brands in their day and what that meant. And where are they now? American Eagle, Aeropostale, Abercrombie and Fitch, Jinkos. Okay, we can just go through Tommy Hilfiger. You know, Tommy Hilfiger's kind of okay still, but it's definitely not what it was. The only real ones that stayed around are Ralph Lauren, Polo, you know, because polo shirts are kind of timeless, you know. But with that, I think that Lululemon is a money-making machine right now, but I don't think it's going to be around, and I don't think it's going to be around like it is now in 15 years. I think people are going to change, trends change, another brand's going to come up, it's going to become cooler, all that good stuff. No offense to Lulu while they're comfortable, and I'm actually wearing, you know, similar Lululemon shorts right now. Okay, so it's I don't dislike them, but I'm very apprehensive to put my money in any fashion brand long term. You know, I think trends change too fast. Bed Bath popping back up to almost 11 here. So look at BBBY. So BBBY has actually been holding its gains fairly well. It's at almost 11 now. So let's see if it continues. But that one's an interesting one as well. Yeah. Yeah, and I like the shorts, bro. I'm not knocking the shorts at all. You know what I mean? I'm really not. It's just, again, I understand trends in fashion where like while they're big and cool now, yeah. So while they're cool now, fashion brands change so quickly, bro. They just change so fast, dude. Like that's the big problem. Y'all do me a favor, hit that like button. Yeah, I'm not investing in any clothing brand. It just changes too fast. You know what I mean? Again, we got a lot of polls going on today. A lot of polls here. Does the SPY hold the $400 level by end of day today, guys? A large majority of people think no, it doesn't. Yeah. Like, there's the poll if you want to vote. Again, bump those like numbers up. Let's try to break 100 likes before 7 a.m. Hey, thank you, Jason. Appreciate the follows. Thank you, Gary. All right, guys, so here's something that Adam Aaron said regarding AMC. He said, interesting fact, many thousands of people would descend on Nevada's Black Rock Desert starting tomorrow for the annual week-long Burning Man Festival. The famous Burning Man takes place not much more than a few stones away from the Highcroft mine, in which AMC has a big stake. Are they talking about HYMC here? Yeah, I don't think it's healthy for any company to invest long-term into these really small companies like this. I think most penny stocks fail, especially mining companies, and I just think there's obvious risks for that. We'll see if the SPY holds 402. Again, I guess the real question is, are you guys buying today? I mean, that's the true question. Are you buying things up today? I'll probably be adding to some of my positions, but I'm going to, just to put it into perspective, I'm going to hold a lot of the positions I'm going to be adding to long term anyway. And so it doesn't matter in that regard.
Oh, you almost had it.
All right. And again, let me know if you guys are adding today. SPY up to 402s here. Look at Tesla dip under VWAP here. Bed Bath is back over VWAP as well, though. So Bed Bath is trying. It's starting to go. It's over 4s, or it's over 11s here. Hey, what's up, Cincinnati? What's up, Derek? Last time stocks went down this bad, the sell-off continued, and Apple was at 135 and Nvidia at 140s. I hope they hit those levels. I'll just, I don't mind buying those up. SPY to 390s. Again, though, I don't know what's going to happen. Of course, nobody does, and y'all just be safe here. Bed Bath is back up, though. Look at Bed Bath here. It's up to 1103s now. We'll see if those hold. Looks good. All right, guys. So yeah, guys, we're watching a lot of different things, but let me know what you're watching the most here. Looking at our list, we don't really have that many things gapping up. We got DRUG gapping up, so DRUG is kind of moving up here. This has been one that's been flying up in penny stocks over the past couple weeks. Really, if we look at like a 10-day chart here, this thing was at 82 cents back on the 16th, so a couple weeks ago. This thing was at 82 cents, but it is now at 320s. Went as high as 475 on the first real day of the rip, pulled all the way back down to 125, and then it's kind of been slowly stair-stepping up. It's at 320s now. Let me know if you're watching this. If we look at the float size for this specific company here, it's only about a 7 million in the float, so it's a very small float stock, not a big float at all. Again, the DXY, which is certainly relevant. All right, guys, and you can see the dollar index here, which is also relevant. Here's the dollar index here. If we zoom out a little bit, let's put like a 15-minute chart up. 15-minute chart shows the dollar index falling here, and when this falls, the market will rip because this is based off of inflationary data, right? Or inflation. So the higher this is, the worse inflation is getting. The more our dollar is worth, the more people are going to charge for things, and so with DXY, it's starting to dip a little bit, and that's good for the markets here. Hopefully it continues to rip up. Who knows if it will or not. But yeah, we're going to be looking for some value plays pretty soon here. We're going to be looking for some value dip buys and ads. And again, let me know what you guys think. Thanks for the info. If market down a lot, do you think to keep holding elite positions or better to sell? Well, it depends on what the time frame of those leap options are and all that stuff. There's a lot of question marks there. Bed Bath over 1104s here. So here is 7 a.m. This is what a lot of traders are going to get opened up to the market. So yeah, this is what a lot of traders are open to trading here. All right, so we add a little bit to our Snapchat trade. Intel here. We're gonna add to Intel too. Let's see what happens there. Bed Bath, rip it up, guys, at 11.15s. Tapped 11.15s here. All right, so, we added a little bit to our Snapchat trades. We added a little bit to Intel as well. Bed Bath is back over 11s here and just flying up right now, guys. Look at Bed Bath here, up to 11.11s. But yeah, it depends on how patient you are. Like, here's the thing, right? Like, I can add to these positions, and I can add to these because I honestly have the buying power to where I can just chill and let this money sit. I don't have to get out. I can just be as patient as I can, and the market always bounces back eventually, even if it takes years. And so it's one of those things where, like, I can add to large caps when they dip and then just hold them for years if I need to, because I think these companies are at least going to be up some in the next few years. Maybe not, but Intel, I think, definitely will be. Same thing with Snapchat. I think Snapchat's got hundreds of millions of DAUs, and so with that many users, I think it's interesting. But yeah, let's watch the SPY here. And we did get a little bit of a dip over the last couple minutes. Dip down to about 50 cents from 402s to 40150s. So we'll see if we actually hold there on those. But yeah, not really any big earnings today. Most of the big earnings are going to be this week, at least. We got some earnings tomorrow. Today, we don't really have anything. But tomorrow, we've got tomorrow we have Best Buy. We've got CrowdStrike, Chewy tomorrow evening. I feel like I've done CHPT earnings, but I'm not 100%. Maybe not. Maybe it's Chewy. If we look at this, the bigger earnings is going to be from CrowdStrike, CRWD. And so Chewy does drop their earnings today, or tomorrow as well. So Chewy drops earnings tomorrow. CrowdStrike drops earnings tomorrow. And then we have CHPD, or CHPT, which is ChargePoint. Now, these are all interesting for different reasons here. When's Micron earnings? So Micron earnings are going to be at the end of September, which is fine. John, you do an earnings stream? For which one, Ollie B? Friend has Tesla Model X, loves it, but just put a deposit on the Mercedes bin. Absolutely love the look of it. Nasdaq is showing 60 on Robinhood. Anyone seeing this? I've checked other platforms and nothing is crazy. So NVAQ. Yeah, it's down to 60 on my end as well here. Yeah, so that's a big drop. Let me look on Twitter here. Twitter's a lot of, people hate on Twitter, but Twitter's valuable because if you look at it, you can look up the symbol here. I might buy Nasdaq right here, guys. gonna just test this though. We're gonna buy 5 shares. All right, we're in 5 shares at 60s for an NDAQ. Seems like there's value there, no? Seems like valuable to me. 11.13's here. That's a big drop. That's a 60+% drop. So, I mean, I'm going to buy up that dip. We'll see what we get. Hopefully it doesn't just crash, but we'll see. Hey, what's up, Craig? Hey, what's up, Tritz? Good morning, team. What's up, Ali B? Yeah, we do all the big earnings streams, bro. So, you know, we usually... Well, we cover all of them. So, like, if you ever hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, guys, like, what we do here is we cover one main one. So, like, say Netflix has earnings in the evening, right? We'll cover Netflix, but then we'll also cover all the other big ones that drop. And so it's like, while the stream might be titled Netflix, we're covering all the big ones that come out. So we're covering, you know, whatever is, say Apple, Netflix, and Disney come out that day. We're covering all of those. We're watching them as soon as the earnings come out at the opening bell. We're reporting the earnings as soon as they go live, and we're just kind of using that. You guys can use this as kind of a tool to see what happens. Look at Bed Bath, guys, up to 11.24s here, 11.24s. Starting to run back up here. What's up, Ali B? Hey, good morning, dude. What's up, CT? Yeah, so craziness for Bed Bath here. Bed Bath all the way up to 11.20s here. So Bed Bath is ripping. STBX. Isn't that the recent IPO that just kind of went doo-doo? It's at $5 now. Look at Bed Bath, guys. Back up to 11.20s here. Back up to 11.20s. Yeah, and we ended up buying Nasdaq here. Again, I don't understand what this is, but it's down. You know, we bought a few shares for break even. We'll see if they let us, you know. But look at Bed Bath. Back up to 11.20s here. All right, 11.22s for Bed Bath. 11.22s. STBX did rebound back over VWAP though. Well, the other IPO that basically just crashed was JZ. Bump, 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 bump. Dun, 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 dun. JZ at 14.80s, guys. 14.80s. Don't judge me. All right, let me know if you're buying JZ here. INTC at 13s. We're watching that. We got Bed Bath at 11.30s. Yeah. What do you buy, Bitcoin? I buy ETH. Is what I buy. Oh, Nasdaq just had a split. That wasn't a drop. Yeah, it's all right. Yeah, I probably should have checked the news on it, but like I'm gonna buy it up too. I think Nasdaq. It's one of those companies that make money regardless of what which way the market's heading. Look at Bed Bath, guys. Bed Bath is flying up here, guys, at 11.39s right now for Bed Bath. 11.39s. Absolute craziness is going on with Bed Bath right now. Let's see if it actually holds these gains in a market full of red. In a market full of red, Bed Bath is not red. Again, in a market full of red, Bed Bath is somehow not red. Up to 11.30s right now, 11.30s. Tesla up there. We got BBIG ripping up too here. A lot of people talking about BBIG as well, but BBIG is back under $1, starting to test previous close. Again, we have Tesla. We have Netflix down to 220s here. Let me know if you guys are buying that up. Bed Bath squeezing up here. AMC, not really doing that much. Ape, not really doing that much either, but we're keeping an eye on those. And then we have the SPY itself, which is what everybody's watching. Back to 401s, guys, for the SPY, 401s. And again, we should watch the dollar index here. The dollar index is indicative of kind of what's going on. Here's a 15-minute chart. And so over the last 30 minutes, the dollar index has started to bounce back. If we put a 1-minute chart up, it's a little bit more explained. It's a little bit more obvious and self-evident kind of what's going on here. But again, just to put this into perspective, as the dollar drops in value, that's what we want. That's going to cause the market to push up. You know, if the dollar drops in value, that's good for us because it means less inflation. So again, if we want to see the dollar index fall, we want to see it bleed is what we want. We don't want to see it rip up and break highs because again, that causes more fear of inflation long term, and it causes prices to drop. What's up, Pawn? So I didn't get to check them out. I'm in the Kraken Conquest mode. I only got to play for a little bit, man, and I really feel bad because it's like I got a lot of great people that work with me, including you, Pawn. And I always forget, like, I need to put up those shorts. And so I'll probably, at least since we don't have any earnings today, I'll probably drop those shorts today sometime on the channel. Maybe I'll try to put them on TikTok too. But yeah, I got to get those out. Because I do need to do them, but just to put this into perspective, it's been an incredibly busy week. Like, both of my kids had friends stay over at our house, and we had this new dog, Cindy, who is kind of a wild child. She's really sweet and nice, but like, she's very territorial, and she's very, she just defends our house, right? So when she sees strangers here, she's like, she just barks and barks and freaks out. And so we had to like watch them the whole time, make sure they didn't get anywhere near Cindy because Cindy was kind of crazy. And so both of my kids had a friend stay over. And then Sunday, my father-in-law came in town. And so it's just kind of been one thing after another. And so we've been kind of getting the house ready and cleaning. And so we just haven't had a lot of free time lately. I haven't personally. But I need to get those out. Yeah. Bot trader, why are you sending me Forex trade random into the chat, sir? But yeah, SPY down to 401, Tesla dipping down, Bed Bath, guys, is flying up. We're actually going to give Bed Bath a little bit more room space here. Up to 1130s, 1135s. Bed Bath is flying up. Y'all do me a favor, hit the like button. We got 67 likes. We could break 100 real quick. Everybody right now, we got like 300 people here. Take the time, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I certainly appreciate you all. And yeah, let's keep growing. All right, guys. So, bro, for whatever reason, Top Step is a little bit behind, but that's okay. Are you guys buying the crypto dip as well? Bbby on a mission. That's right, bro. What's up, Eric? Hey, Chris, bro, I didn't even recognize you, dude. What's up, man? Dollar at 108, 109 isn't good for the market or forward business. Companies are losing money when they exchange back to their currency. Right, exactly. It's a tough time, man. We want to see that bleed, you know. We want to see the DXY bleed. Am I the only one that doesn't watch like these like VMA stuff? Like, I don't watch any of these. Like, I don't watch the Grammys. I don't watch the VMAs. Like, I just don't care about that stuff, bro. I don't care about being cool anymore. I think when you get old, you just kind of like, I don't care about being cool, you know? Like, I don't need to know what's going on with the newest, you know, pop culture relevancy stuff. You know what I mean? SPY just popped back up to 104s. Or 401.30s, I mean. 401.30s for the SPY. Again, let's see the dollar drop. We want to see this drop. We do not want to see this go up. We want to see this drop here. Yeah. Yeah, 105, 106, 100%. Are you buying AMC dibs? What's up, Kyle? Potentially. I don't mind AMC as it dips down. Like once the what's the full price of these gets down to like 14 bucks, 13 bucks for AMC, that's when I want to buy it up. Bitcoin or ETF? Bitcoin is less volatile. What? What ETF are you talking about, dude? Or is ETF some other type of crypto? Because if it is, I've never heard of it. If you're talking about like the SPY ETF, or you might be talking about crypto ETF, maybe. I'm a big believer in ETH, bro. But I think with the ETH merge coming up over the next 3 weeks, I think that's the big question mark here. Oof. All right, guys. So Bed Bath just ripped up to 1150s, guys. Up to 1150s. Let's hope this continues to rip up here. Again, we can see other stuff here. We got like Express earnings later in the week. We do have Express earnings later in the week, so we'll see if these hold or what happens on these as well. But yeah, we do have some movement here. And again, we are holding a piece of Bed Bath. So it's up to 1160s. You'll love to see it. Yeah. Honestly, everybody's mad at the brown player for holding a bag of green, I guess I will say. But it's like, bro, listen, man. In the end, people are just looking for a reason to be upset with people. Like, in the end, like, people got to mind their business, dude. Like, the reality of it is cannabis is objectively less harmful than a lot of modern things that the same people complaining. I guarantee you, if you're one of those people that complain about cannabis use, right? Cannabis is objectively less harmful than a lot of substances you use on a daily basis, almost guaranteed, right? Coffee, 100%. Coffee is far more stimulant than cannabis is. Far worse for your heart as well, to be honest, especially with the amount of sugar and all this other junk that people put in them. In terms of like good versus bad in the world, I would argue coffee is a little bit worse than cannabis, to be completely real. The only reason cannabis is bad is because it's illegal and you gotta, risk things to get it, which again, I'm never recommending, of course, but it's just one of those things that is just absolutely ridiculous. Like the double standard, like how hypocritical people can be. It's just unfortunate. Like let people do, especially football players, bro. It's obviously not affecting their performance heavily. If they want to use it when they're off the field, let them use it, man. At least that's my argument for it. No way coffee is worse. Well, you're not looking at it objectively. Coffee, especially, again, my argument is when you put sugar in all this junk in coffee, sugar is objectively far more harmful than cannabis, like without question. You know what I mean? But like we advertise ice cream on TV. You know what I mean? We advertise ice cream and everything like that. We take our kids. It's just a fun family moment. Take our kids to get some ice cream, right? Objectively worse than cannabis. Objectively worse. But nobody wants to have that argument because it means that they've been crying for the wrong reasons, you know. Coffee's processed. It's not even about that. It's about the way people use coffee. What I'm talking about is the inebriation from coffee. If you've never had caffeine before and you drink caffeine, you're gonna have a far bigger reaction to caffeine than you would cannabis. You know. Hey, what's up, James? Have a good day, brother. Yeah, only people that haven't used, you know what I mean. They're gonna argue because they're just programmed to argue at this point about it. Anyways, it doesn't matter. It's all good. Right, and if you don't use sugar, then of course my argument goes out the window. But that's not my point. I'm talking about like on a scale of people using coffee. Most people use sugar heavily in their coffee. They go to Starbucks, they get tons of sugar in their coffee, and they do it consistently day after day after day, right? That is terrible for somebody. Terrible. Objectively worse than cannabis use. Objectively worse, right? But again, nobody really wants to have that. No, I'm not talking about smoking. There's ways to use it without smoking. You can vape it. You can, there's just other ways to use it. Smoking anything is bad. And so I'm certainly not saying that that's good for you, but it depends on how you're using it. But again, in the end, what I'm trying to say is there's a double standard, and there's an obvious double standard, and that the country as a whole needs to have an even standard of legalization and prohibition. We can't sell liquor at gas stations and then cry about cannabis. You know what I mean? The same people that cry about cannabis go home and drink every night, which is drinking and alcohol is just objectively worse than cannabis use. Like, not even arguable. And so again, my point that I'm trying to make is let's get rid of that double standard. It's unfortunate. Anyways, Bed Bath pulling back down. Let's see if it can hold 1150s here. We're right around 1140, so let's see if it holds those levels. Yeah. I love sugar, bro. I love sugar too, dude. Like I said, I'm arguing against myself here. I'm a huge sweets person. Like, give me some chocolate cake. What, dude? I will eat chocolate cake all day. I'm getting to the age now where like I feel really bad eating sugar. Like I gave up soda, which is just a blessing. Like I gave up caffeine and soda for like specifically like Dr. Pepper or Coca-Cola or anything like that. Like I gave up sodas, which again, I think is one of the biggest things that is incredibly damaging to our health that we consume on a daily basis is soda. The only soda I drink are the stevia colas, which is like a little bit healthier. But again, these are even arguable on whether they're truly good for us or not. But yeah. VIX up. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, we're going to go back to stocks. It's all good. OLB. Yeah. All right, so let's see if Bed Bath can hold 1140s. We'll see. I'm holding a little piece of this. We'll see if it holds. We got the SPY bouncing up. Let's see if we can get back over 40150s. Yeah, smoking anything is bad for you, to be honest. Anything, vapor is better than smoke in a lot of ways, And again, that's a self-evident thing. Bed Bath back up to over 1150s. Let's see if it holds the support level. So we're back over 1150. Let's see if it pulls back and actually holds. Please stop spamming. I've never heard of that, OJ. Please don't post it again, sir. Again, a lot of people think that the way to grow is you go to other people's streams and try to subtly promote yourself or try to subtly promote some other brand. I certainly don't recommend any other brand like that. Usually it's just small channels trying to grow, but you very quickly realize that it just burns bridges and makes you get banned from other people's rooms. And so in turn, that's not the way you grow. You want to grow on YouTube. You make content people want to see. That's all it is. You optimize meta and you make content people want to see. You don't go to other people's streams and try to promote yourself constantly. That'll get you banned. Unfortunately, And maybe that's not what you're doing. And if that's not what you're doing, it's all good. But I got to just be careful about it, Right, exactly. Always ask, make connections, don't burn bridges. Right, for sure. And you got to talk about tornadoes. Oh, bro, listen, the movie Twister scared the heck out of me when I was a kid, bro. I freaked out on that movie. I loved it for whatever reason. I was scared of tornadoes, but I just couldn't look away during the tornado scenes on Twister. Honestly, it's ironic because now my daughter is kind of the same way. We watched Twister a long time ago, and now she is just super into tornadoes, but she's also very, very afraid of them. It's funny how it works. You're interested in the things you're scared about. Anyways. No, all good, OJ. All good, man. Like I said, just a request, sir. Just a request. Yeah. No posting other people's stuff without asking, sir. Yeah, I don't ever see any tornadoes here. In Texas, they're a little bit more prevalent, but yeah. I just don't ever see many tornadoes. I got 8 400 strike puts Friday. Hey, good luck, brother. I hope you make money, dude. Yeah, and just to finish this cannabis talk real quick. I obviously don't use cannabis. I live in Texas. The risk reward is not really worth it for me. And even when I did, I was young at one time. Okay, so. But every time I would, I'm the paranoid guy that thinks it just never meshed well with me. I was the paranoid person. So doesn't matter where I was, I just couldn't consume it like that. I was too nervous. I was too paranoid of a person. I think I had too much anxiety of a person to really use it. And so it's not like I'm over here as some pothead. That's not what I am. I just think that our tax dollars are wasted on something that is objectively less harmful than a lot of substance that we use in the modern world. You know what I mean? And I think that our tax dollars are essentially getting wasted, prosecuting people for it, and that we've just been fed a lot of propaganda against it. You know what I mean? That people are still kind of just regurgitating back and forth. Over time, you realize that cannabis reduces inflammation, which means that it isn't foreign to our bodies ancestrally, if that makes sense, right? It means our ancient ancestors consumed it, And so in the end, for us to spend our tax dollars prosecuting people for it, it's just a ridiculous standard. And it's time that changes, I think. But with that said, I'm going to move on. I won't keep it too long. But I did want to clarify that. Bed Bath back up to 1150s here. Back up to 1150s. We'll see if it holds. No, all good, OJ. You didn't cause any problems, brother. Just kind of a warning. You know what I mean? Bbby. Educate how Jay-Z fell off like the Jay-Z symbol. I don't think Jay-Z fell off, bro. I like Jay-Z. Jay-Z was smarter than everybody else, dude. If you look at Jay-Z, he's richer than everybody else. Look at everybody else. He diversified like he should and created his own businesses with the money he made, and he did it the smart way. And now people hate on him because he's elite. But I mean, you can't knock him. He did the right way. He did it the right way. He was smarter than a lot of his competition. So you got to give him props, I think, in that way. He's a good businessman. Now, Jay-Z, the stock, on the other hand, this thing absolutely tanked here. Got a lot of hype and then just dumped down. This thing IPO'd. Let's see where it opened up. This thing opened up at 126. It is now down, one of the biggest drops, down to $15 a share. $15 a share. So just a huge drop. But yeah, but I'm referencing both of them, TJ, not just cannabinol. Yeah. Let me know if you want to do something with our companies. We can help each other grow exponentially. Well, what's your company? DXY coming up. That's not good, bro. We want to see the DXY drop. Like, we want to see this drop. Like, this dropping will make the markets go up. You know, so the more this moves up, the worse it gets, right? This is the worst thing that could happen, is this moving up. Now, we want to see it drop. Now, we have dropped over the last hour and a half or so. And so hopefully this is just a little rebound before we start dipping down again. But again, markets want to see this drop. We do not want to see this hold and run up. That's not what we want. We want to see them. We want to see the dollar cost drop. Here's the SPY. So the SPY is bouncing a little bit at 401. So we bounced off of this 401 level for a few different times. Hey, what's up, Chef Pettybone? What's up, dude? Hope everything crashes today because I want to buy puts. You know, hey, good luck, dude. I hope it doesn't, but you know, if it does, it's all good either way. You know, I want to see the market and the SPY specifically hold over 400. I don't want to see a dip under 4. All right, guys, so there's 1130s here for BBBY. So again, we're under 1150s, but let's see if we bounce here. This is what we want. We want to see it consolidate. We have the VWAP right around 1130s here, so we just want to see if that holds. I'm trying to give it time to work. Is the S&P under important support? So we're looking at the SPY, which is the mini S&P ETF. The S&P isn't open in pre-market, so we're looking at the SPY, which is open. I think the big support level around us right now is $400. You know, if you look at the low from pre-market today, for instance, right? If you look at this low right now, you know, we are right around, I'm going to put a 15-day chart up, or a 15-minute chart up. But yeah, we are right around this $400 level. We want to see it hold. You know, to put this into perspective, if we look at the market over the last 20 days or so and zoom out, we're actually red over the last 20 days now. If we look at the market over the last 90 days, which I think is probably one of the more reasonable charts to pay attention to and focus on. Yeah, we're not doing that hot. Let me put a daily chart up. I guess that's just going to be easier. So we started to bounce back some, and we did bounce back. I mean, back in, what is this, June, July, we hit 617, we hit 362s. And we bounced back really nicely. We bounced all the way back from like 360s on the SPY, all the way up to 430s at one point in time. We are now all the way down to this level right here. We are down to the $400 level, and it's a really important psychological level. We want to see hold. Like, we want to see this hold. We do not want to see this drop under 400 on the SPY. That's certainly not what we want, and time will tell. Tesla down as well here. But yeah, we certainly do not want to see this hold under $400. I think $400, big psychological level. A lot of people are going to be watching it. And yeah, again, vote on the poll right now. You can vote on the poll. Let me know if you think we're going to end green today. See if we can, you know, end over that $400 level. Yeah, VIX is up because the SPY is getting clapped. Yeah, it's just an inverse volatility ETF, right? So if the market goes down, the VIX is going up. If the VIX goes up, then the market's through. If the market goes up, then the VIX goes down. So it's one of the ways you could short the market, like the VIX, like TVIX, like UBXY, or whatever ETFs, inverse volatility ETFs are out there right now. They're really good ways to short the market if you don't have access to a margin account, right? So say you got a cash account to get around the PDT rule. and you can't short the SPY or you can't short the market, well, you could just buy the VIX, buy UVXY. If UVXY is even, yeah, you can buy UVXY and just kind of take the opposing side of it. You know, that way you could take the opposing side and still short the market, or you could just buy put options. That's another way as well. You know, just to get cheaper. You know, one of the real ways to get in on the SPY with small amounts of buying power is to buy like UVXY or VIX puts. You know, you can buy UVXY or VIX calls, and calls is really what it is. If you want to short the market with a very small amount of buying power, you can buy calls on the VIX or buy calls on UVXY, and they're just very, very, very cheap. You know, so it's one of those things. Or the TQQQ, for instance, you can do the same thing on there too. And it's just a way, like, I buy the SPY directly, and so I can just buy and sell the market, you know, directly if I want. But a lot of people don't have the buying power for that, and so in turn they end up, you know, buying calls on the SPY and stuff like that to get around it, if that makes sense. Yeah, DRUG been ripping up today, and it's been ripping up really over the last like couple weeks here for DRUG. It's at 3s now. Very green though. 250s is the previous closing price, so we're up a really nice amount from that as well. All right, we do have the Artemis launch. How do you think this is going to affect Elon? Yeah, I guess this is the question. How do you think this Artemis launch is going to affect Elon? If the I know this is NASA, and so it's not Elon. If it's successful, do you think we're going to see a drop in Tesla? I mean, I don't know. That's kind of a reach, but who knows? All right, guys, $2.99 for DRUG. Bed Bath is under 1120s here. If we look at the SPY now, SPY is still consolidating over 401s. I'm hoping we hold here. I'm hoping we hold. Who knows if we will, though. All right, 401.40s here for Bed Bath. We got 11.20s. Does watch investing actually do anything? Like, I've seen a lot of ads for watch investing, and to be honest, some of them just seem kind of sleazy. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. And I wonder what the ceiling is for like watch investing. Like, if it's like the shoe investing market where it's like, oh, there's just the chance of just getting a huge crash in prices like we've seen in the shoe market over the last 5 or 6 months. I'm not trying to put my money in watches. You know, let me know what you guys think. All right, guys, 401.50s here. Bed Bath back up to 11.20s. We do have the SPY bouncing back up some as well. The EV brand on CANO. Isn't that the EV brand? Or is that another stock? No, that's a different stock. I just don't know enough about it, brother. I see it, but I don't know enough about it to really want to get involved with it or not. You know what I mean? So we're watching it, but again, I just don't know. You know. High-end watch investing is the way the rich just park money as they stay pretty stable with pricing. That makes sense. What about investing in collector cars? Yeah. Wine is one of the best investments you can make. I just don't know enough about it, for wine. You know what I mean? All right, guys. So Bed Bath back over 1130s here. Let's see if it actually holds these support levels. All right, Bitcoin still consolidating right around 1900s or 19.8 thousand. Hey, thank you, Angel. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you, man. Yeah. A lot of people speculating that Google is going to basically cause Airbnb to go out of business, because essentially you can use their GPS service to find things just like Airbnb, but without needing to spend 50+% of your money paying it to Airbnb for all that different stuff, right? And so rentals are going to become more prevalent just by using the Google software, which is great for Google, I think. And we'll see. But it's one of those things where, the Google software might be one of those things that hurts Airbnb long term. Let me know what you guys think about that. I hope LSU wins, but you know how it goes, bro. You know how it goes, man. They always put us against some. Like, we never have an easy schedule. Like, LSU never has an easy schedule, unfortunately. So it's unfortunate that we got to play FSU for our first game. Let's see Bama's schedule. Utah State. Let's see who Clemson's schedule is. Georgia Tech, Furman, but they already got the easy. They already have the easy league anyway. Yeah. Yeah, for sure, get it by any means, but the problem is finding those. I want to cash out some. Would you sell top stocks or the mid cap stocks? Well, it depends on what you're essentially looking for here. The better bet's going to be on large caps, obviously. Mid cap stocks depends on which one. Biotech, very risky. And so it ultimately depends. We got Bed Bath moving back up, guys, back up to 1140s. Let's see if it breaks 1150s. In terms of probabilities, like, large caps are going to be the safer bets. A lot of mid caps go out the window once the market tanks and they can't sustain in tough markets. So it's one of those things where large caps are going to be more stable. STBX, STBX is one of the worst performing IPOs we've seen in a long time here. Look at STBX just to put this in perspective, guys. Or no, it wasn't STBX, it was JZ. JZ, one of the worst performing IPOs in modern time. STBX didn't really do that great either. I mean, this thing opened up at 27. It's now at 5s. So definitely not good. But when you compare it to like JZ here, this is one of the worst performing IPOs we've seen. Opened up at 126, currently at $14 here. I guess percentage-wise, it's pretty similar. But yeah, just not good for these IPOs. Now maybe they're oversold now. Again, I got that is a thing that could be. Maybe it's oversold at this point in time, but who knows? SPY, Tesla currently at 282s. We'll see if those end up bouncing here. Here's the SPY at 40140s, and we do have Bed Bath and Beyond over VWAP, so at least we're over VWAP. That's good. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, STBX ramp it up. Yeah. Yeah, I kind of agree. You're going to have to spend money in that business. And it's just not something I know well enough. I try to invest in things I know, right? And so that's not one of them. You know what I mean? Wine's definitely not one. I don't drink at all. You know, I don't drink at all. I'm not a big drinker. And I never have been. I'm not morally against it, of course. I think people should be allowed to do whatever they want. All right, guys, so we're starting to get some bounce backs. Look at Tesla back up to 282.30s, 282.30s. SPY at 401.50s. So SPY started to bounce back. Let's see if we can get over VWAP short term. All right, guys, so SPY back over VWAP. Tesla up to 282s now. So starting to get some rebounds here. Some rebounds. Bed Bath at 1120s. We're watching that. We got Intel at 33s. Again, curious to see what happens with the market today, man. It'll be fun. But Bed Bath down under VWAP now. Yeah, I could buy. You have to use limit orders if you're in pre-market. Yeah, for sure. For IPOs, I got in early. It's great, 100%. You have to own the watch. Yeah, I'll have to check it out, man. I wish Jay-Z will return. Maybe. We'll see. Again, Bed Bath dipping under VWAP now, though. Dropping down some here. We do have some stuff starting to bounce back a little bit, i.e. the SPY. We got Tesla back up. If we look at, like, Apple, you know, they do have their iPhone coming out soon. And so maybe there's some value in buying that dip for Apple, but I think I'm just going to wait. But hopefully we get some type of value there. Bed Bath trying to hold. As long as we hold over 11, I think that's a W for Bed Bath here. As long as we hold over 11, but again, who knows if that's what we're going to get. DRUG. Yeah, I saw DRUG running. Starting to fall back down some, but I don't think this matters. I think most of the momentum is going to come from this one. You know, over time, if it can hold that $2 level or so. So under 250 is not good, but let's see if it can hold 250 or $2. Tesla trying to bounce back here. We got the SPY up there at 40160s. So watching that as well. Let's see if we get some rebounds in the market today. I know that's what a lot of people are hoping for. Yeah, I mean, I'm a software developer myself. Get it by any means. So it's like I'm mostly React Native stuff, JavaScript, front end mostly. Don't really have the time to do much anymore, but. All right, guys, so Bed Bath tried, but Tesla's starting to rebound here. Look at Tesla, back up to 282.40s here. SPY back up to 401.70s. And let's look at the DXY here. Hopefully the DXY is dropping, which is what I'm going to assume is going to go on. Yeah, so DXY is starting to dip here. And again, if you're really smart, you can kind of catch these trends here. So you can kind of see this is trending. This is kind of a trend that you can see here. So like we go down, we move back up. See, it makes me add it again. I don't like that. But we go down, we move up, we go down. You know, we bounce up a little bit. We go down. You can kind of see the trend forming, to be honest. We go down. We bounce back up. And now we're coming back down. And so again, you can kind of see a stair-stepping type of trend here. And so hopefully we end up breaking this low and the market just keeps pumping up here, because this dropping is good for the market. We want to see the dollar cost drop. That's going to cause a lot of stocks and the SPY and broad market ETFs to rip if it happens. Tesla up to 282s. SPY up to almost 402s. If we get back over 402, I think that's good. Mostly consolidation so far, though, this morning over the last hour or so. If we move up in pre-market, good chance we'll continue down. Tesla will go down once the Delaware magistrate forces the Twitter. Yeah, if you got in some of these IPOs early, then you're banking. But if you bought it after it opened, you're probably in trouble. You know, at least for that trade. Hey, what's up, Walter? Hey, you as well, Spac. Thank you, brother. Good luck to you as well, man. All right, but yeah, again, I guess the question is, do you scale in on these dips? Are you adding more? Tesla's starting to pump back up. Look at Tesla. Tesla up to 282.80s here, 282.80s. So Tesla's starting to pump. Again, no big earnings today. I mean, we got a few things here, but nothing really big. You know. Am I the only one that finds earnings whispers heat map doesn't work? Is it just me? They say all this stuff about heat maps and all this stuff, but like, anywhere else you can see earnings heat maps? Use an earnings whisper, but use Market Watch, I guess, too. All right, guys. Well, I'm not talking about basic heat maps. I'm talking about earnings heat maps. And so a little bit different. Definitely buying the dip. Yeah, I saw that, Chris. I did see that, man. Yeah. All right, guys. So yeah, so we got a lot of stuff going on, but not really any big earnings today. I think today we might have had PDD earnings drop, right? And yeah, look at PDD rip. So maybe this is one that I missed, that I should have covered in terms of earnings. PDD dropped second quarter net of 1.33 billion, second quarter revenue of 4.69 billion. Their EPS was 23 cents per share profit. Second quarter net was 93 cents. Yeah, well, what most people do is most people put out a bunch of different calls, and then when one works, they really harp on that one that works. And then, you know what I mean? And it kind of creates a misleading view. And so you might think somebody's just great with call outs, right? But if you look at their actual history, they're, you know, not doing that hot. And so it's one of those things where it's like, I try not to give out call outs for that reason. Like, I don't need that validation. Like, I'd rather just be honest with people. You know, because I think it can turn predatory and sleazy really quickly into like the picks, like, you know, call out market. I think it just turns predatory fast. All right, so Goldman Sachs said that the UK is going to enter a recession in the fourth quarter. All right, guys. So Bed Bath at 1130s here. We do have the SPY at 40160s. We got Tesla at 282s. Yeah, so we do have Tesla starting to rip back up. Now, Tesla's the one that I don't know if I even wanted to buy the dip here. I don't know. I haven't seen House of Dragon yet, so nobody ruin it. If you ruin it, I'm going to ban you 100%. I wasn't able to watch it. I just didn't have time last night. That's how you know I don't have any free time. It's because I couldn't even watch a show I was incredibly hyped to watch. CFVI. What is CFVI? I can't remember. I've seen it before. I want to say it is. Yeah, I don't know enough about it. It's up some, but the volume's light, so I'm questionable on it. Here's the SPY. Here's the Q itself. So tech is okay, but again, I'm just hoping we get some rebounds and everything. Well, hopefully the DXY drops. No, I've never heard of that one, OJ. I've never heard of that one. Just don't know enough about it. Some type of ETF, but yeah, I just don't know enough about it, brother. Hey, what's up, Fonz? But yeah, so Bed Bath is still over 1130s, back over VWAP. And again, that's a great sign short term for this one. We got the Q at 304s, roughly 304s. Tesla at 280, 280s. And so we got some stuff moving and heating up. But again, it's kind of a slow day. There's not really any big fundamental data releases. If we look at like the economic calendar, for instance, here, we look at the economic calendar. I don't think we have anything going on today. We got the Chicago Fed National Activity Index, but that was actually no, that wasn't correct. So yeah, nothing for today. Tomorrow we got the Case-Shiller Index at 9, Consumer Confidence Index at 10, job openings at 10, quits at 10, and at 11 we have John Williams, the New York Fed president. Wednesday we've got ADP employment, Chicago manufacturing PMI, Raphael Bostic speaking, and Loretta Mester speaks at 8 a.m. on Wednesday. Thursday, we actually have some fundamental releases in terms of jobless claims, continuing claims, productivity, unit labor costs, S&P manufacturing, PMI, ISM manufacturing, construction spending. Bostic is speaking again, and then light motor vehicle sales, AARs. Friday, we got non-farm payrolls, unemployment, average hourly earnings, labor force, factory orders, and a few other things here. But yeah, nothing really big. I like Bloomberg's economic calendar a little bit more. But yeah, Q back over 304s here. We got Tesla at 280, 280s. So that looks good. Nothing else really going on today. We've got got a few things overseas going on, but nothing really going on today. We got Barkin speaking tomorrow. Yeah, we do have the house price index tomorrow. Right at 9 a.m. We have Tesla at 282s, almost 283s here. We do have the Q bouncing. Good volume in the markets coming back here. Again, I think we do have to watch the dollar drop, which is what we got here. So look at the dollar drop, which is good. We want to see this just tank here. Go away. This is great for us, I think. If we could just see this trend continue down short term, you know. Now, long term, it doesn't really mean much, but you know, we do want to see this drop. We can look at like a 5-minute chart. So that's good. We want to see these drops. Hopefully they continue, and hopefully that causes some rebounds in the market. Yeah, for sure, Brian. I'll have to check it out. Do you ever do dividend trading? Sometimes, but not really. I'm not much of a dividend investor, sir. You know, most of the time I am just short-term momentum trading and then investing long-term outside of dividend investing. Bed Bath & Beyond up to 1140s. So Bed Bath is at 1140s. We got Snap at 1030s. All right, guys. So Bed Bath at 1140s. The Q is at 304s. We got Tesla at 282.60s. All right, guys. So we're starting to bounce back a little bit. Hopefully, Bed Bath can just hold a review up here. All right, guys. So Tesla back up to 282.60s. Bed Bath is at 1140s. The Q's trying to bounce back. If we look at the SPY here, we can also see like Apple currently at 161.20s, 161.20s. We have Disney here, which is down to 112. So again, the more Disney drops, the more I might be willing to buy this thing up. We'll see. Amazon currently down to 128. So again, let me know if you're buying any of these dips. Tesla, we just want to see the DXY continue to drop here. And if the DXY continues to drop, that's good for everything. We'll try to give it time. Bed Bath is at 1130s. We got Tesla at 282.70s. All right, guys. So we got Bed Bath at 1130s, Tesla at 282.80s. Yeah, so SPY back up, Tesla back up. I'm hoping some of my dip buys are going to turn out well. We did add to some of our positions this morning. And again, we're just kind of sitting back. We added to Snapchat. We also added to Intel here at 33s. So we'll see if these hold. You know, we're trying to give them time. John, why does a candle show red even though a stock is going up? Thanks. Well, it depends on what it is, man. I mean, a stock could go up, but red candles just mean that that candle ended lower than the previous candle, right? And so essentially, if you look at this, here's the high. Just to give you an example of Bed Bath right here. Okay, so here's Bed Bath, right? Here's the high of that candle. If this candle ends lower, closes lower, then it's going to technically be red, right? So this one closed at 11.26. So it closed right here, right? So it closed lower than this candle's high. And so in turn, it was red, right? And you can consistently do that as well. Here is a candle that dropped a little bit, right? But if it closed higher than that candle, 11.34, it closed higher than that candle. So it's technically green, right? So that's just how it goes. So that way stocks can move up, like these can move up, but it's all about where they're at relative to the previous candle, if that makes sense. Hey, what's up, Brendan? Hey, yes, sir. If BBBY announces a good strategy with that this week, that $400 million loan, I could easily see skyrocket back into the 20s. I hope so, man. We'll see. I'm holding a piece of it. Yeah, I hope you're doing good too, Brendan. Good to see you back, bro. What's up, show? If the Sky and Q breaks their support level, puts galore. Yeah, I hope not, man. Hey, what's up, Barius? Hey, what's up, John? Fill me in on the day, brother. Well, we don't have too much going on. We got, after the Jackson Hole J. Powell conference Friday, the market absolutely dumped down here. The SPY essentially gave back a lot of its gains that it's made over the last 20 days or so. If we look at a 20-day chart on the SPY here, you know, we have given back a lot of the gains that we've made here. Here's a 20-day chart. So we're actually red over the last 20 days, mostly just from Friday. So Friday, we essentially gave everything back here. We were way up here at 420, and we essentially dropped $20 a share on the SPY on Friday by itself and in pre-market this morning. And so with that, the whole market's down for the most part. Everything's down except for Bed Bath & Beyond, which is actually creeping up nicely here. Bed Bath & Beyond up to 1140s right now, 1140s. Still ripping up. We have the SPY at 401.70. So, you know, the SPY is down. Most large caps are down, but we got Bed Bath moving up, and we got a few other small caps moving up as well here. So Bed Bath at 1140s, SPY down to 401.70. And again, the question here, I think, is, are we oversold now? Like, is this drop so much that we're going to see a short-term bounce back? And if we do get a short-term bounce back, do we eventually correct back down and start breaking lows again, or is that like a longer-term bounce back? Let me know. Again, I think there could be an argument on both sides of that. I think we could go both ways there. And yeah, let me know what you guys think. I can't help you, Brar. I really can't guarantee anybody's going to make money. Most people will lose money. We are not an investment professional. We're not liable if anybody loses. And we really don't give out stock picks. You know, I have no idea what anything is going to do, man. And I'd rather not give out picks because I don't really know what's going to happen. And I think they can be incredibly predatory. So we just try to give everything away for free. We don't claim to be experts. And yeah, everything's free. But again, let's see if the market bounces back here. We got Tesla after, you know, post-split, bouncing back a little bit short-term. But again, it's all relative to what the DXY does here. So you can see, again, just to put this into perspective, DXY is starting to bounce back. And again, we want to see this down. We want to see the dollar drop. We do not want to see the dollar push up some. When the dollar drops, the market rips up. And so, again, that's kind of what we're peeping out now. You can see the DXY bouncing back short-term. You can see this little bounce here. And with that, we see the SPY dropping under VWAP, unfortunately. DRUG is interesting, but I don't know enough about it. Bright Minds Biosciences. I don't know if it's psychedelic stock or what this is, but yeah, I just don't know enough about it to really say. I've seen it rip up from 82 cents all the way to 303s, and so DRUG is very hyped up, but who knows what's going to happen with it. There's an old joke, everyone send me $1 and I'll tell you how to get rich. Honestly, that's kind of what modern day marketing does, right? Like if you look at a lot of people selling courses on how to market, on marketing courses, right? It's so ironic to me. It's hilarious, to be honest, because you get people, right? And they're selling you courses for thousands of dollars on how to make money marketing, you know? And it's like they're kind of ripping you off, but it's kind of like a pyramid scheme where it's like they rip people off, and then those same people are like, hey, well, you know, if I can't beat them, join them. And so then they start being sleazy and selling courses for thousands of dollars. And then the people that buy their courses start to get frustrated because they were spending so much money. And so then they start selling courses for thousands of dollars. And it causes this like pyramid scheme structure that makes a pyramid, you know. It's kind of the truth of modern day marketing. The reality of it is, don't spend thousands of dollars on any course. You don't need to. Like, none of it's it's almost certainly not gonna be worthwhile. You know, you can almost certainly, the internet's a beautiful thing nowadays. In modern times, the internet's a beautiful thing. And what I mean by that is, like, the internet is one of those things where you can find almost all content available out there for free already. Like, almost any content that you're gonna find in any course is gonna be out there for free already, and you don't need to pay for it, you know? And so it's like, just because it's priced more does not mean it's worthwhile. Does not mean it's that valuable. And again, you're going to have a lot of people that have spent money on those type of courses that are just going to tell you that they are just the best courses ever. They're never the best courses ever. You know, best courses I've ever seen are free courses. Like mine. Go subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. We got a bunch of free courses here. Check it out. Yeah. Yeah, 100%, Jason. Well, we want the dollar to drop because it's going to cause the market to go up. Is essentially what it is. You know, we want the dollar to drop because that's what's going to boost markets. The dollar going up in price means that things are going to get more expensive. You know, and we do have Bed Bath holding at VWAP at 1130s. We got Tesla up there. Let me see what we get. Yeah, so SPY dipping down a little bit. SPY dipping down some. And so, yeah, so let's see if we can get the dollar to keep dropping. Yeah, so essentially, like, what happens is, like, there's Tesla dipping down to VWAP. Let's see if it holds. And again, we want the dollar to drop here. Like, we want to see the dollar price drop. Because, again, okay, so this is basically why. As the dollar goes up, that means more people are rushing to haven assets. You know, and so with that, that causes the dollar to go up, which is a bleak outlook for the overall economy. And so that's the more complex way to explain it. But essentially, again, to put this into perspective, we want to see the dollar drop. The dollar drop means that people are more confident over our economy, you know, is what it is. So the dollar dropping means people are more confident. Let me see. Hey, what's up, Rick? Hey, good to see you here, man. Is there a threshold and how far we want to see the dollar drop? Not really. Yeah, there's no need for courses because you can find everything for free. Yeah, we cover crypto as well. So Bitcoin dipping down, man. Look at Bed Bath though, guys. Bed Bath popping up here, up to 1150s right now. 1150s. Let's see if it continues. See if we can get a bounce back here. We do have Bed Bath ripping up that though, guys. There's 1160s, 1160s. We're starting to get a huge rush in the markets, guys. A huge rip in the markets. Let's do a Twitter poll on Bed Bath here. Does Bed Bath & Beyond break 20 this week? Let us know live on stream, guys. Again, we're going to do a Twitter poll. Y'all do me a favor. Go give me a follow on Twitter if you haven't already. Again, let me know if you think BBBY breaks 20 this week. Yes or no, does BBBY break 20 this week? We got the poll live on Twitter. And again, here is the link to that poll. Bed Bath up to 1150s. Let's see if it actually holds. We are holding a piece of this. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, people were even asking me, Rick, like, well, how do I think the market's going to react to this? And I told people before Jay Powell meeting that I thought we had a little bit of an overreaction to the previous FOMC meeting where we didn't raise rates as aggressively, and we actually came in at a lower rate raise than expected, which caused the market to fly. You know, we caused the market to just fly back up, right? But the problem in that is that we might have had an overreaction to it. And that's what I was telling people before Jay Powell even spoke on Friday. People kept asking me, hey, what are you, bearish or bullish? I told people I thought that he might set a little bit more reasonable expectation for moving forward with the September Fed meeting, right? He might set a little bit more reasonable expectations. He might bring people down to earth a little bit in that regard, and that might cause markets to tank short term, and that's exactly what we got, unfortunately. And I hoped I was wrong, but unfortunately, that's what happened. And, you know, again, you kind of understand it. Once you start to really follow the Fed meetings and you see the big overreactions and underreactions and overbought and oversold nature of people's reactions, it's just one of those things that you start to understand, hey, it might be time for Jay Powell to come along and lower expectations a little bit during these, you know, speeches that he has. And that's precisely what we got. And again, the question now, I think, is, are we down enough to where we're going to see some reasonable bounce backs here? And I hope we are. Yeah, y'all join us on the Discord. You can see Pawn posting the Discord link there. Yeah, so we'll see, guys. We'll see. But again, join our Discord. Spy back over VWAP here. That's great. That's what we want to see. At 402s, almost 402s. And again, vote on this poll here, guys. So we do have this poll. Let me know what you guys think here. We got about 67% of people think no, BBBY does not break 20 this week. There's the link. Check it out. Good morning, traders. Best channel around. Hey, thank you, Kryptonite. We appreciate you, brother. Yeah, y'all hit that like button, guys. Run those like counts up, team. We got Bed Bath & Beyond flying, bouncing right at 1150. Help us break 200 likes if we can here. We got about 150. The rate hike was still 75 points, but market was hoping for a slowing rate hike at the end of 23. But his 4-minute talk of pains for Americans, yeah, 100%. He gave people long-term expectations for aggressive rate hikes, unfortunately, and that's not what people want. That does the most to combat inflation long-term, of course, because the logic is the more aggressively you raise rates, the more aggressively you discourage spending. And when spending is lower, the market's going to drop short term because people understand the significance of that. But long term, it does the most to combat high prices, which is the ultimate goal of raising rates as aggressively as they have been. I think a lot of people expected him to start easing off on rates. And I think especially after the last FOMC meeting with that, that's what a lot of people expected. A lot of people expected them to start to ease into it, especially considering the fact that we've seen lower pricing. On my end, gas prices are down. We've seen lower pricing. And so it was plausible to assume that we might get less aggressive rate hikes moving forward. Again, though, unfortunately, that's not the case. And unfortunately, what Jay Powell and the rest of them did during this Fed meeting was bring people down to earth a little bit and let them know that they're going to continue to be aggressive for the foreseeable future, unfortunately. And that causes more short-term pain, of course, which is what we got in the market. But again, longer term, it's going to do more to combat inflation. At least that's the logic. Again, let me know if it's good or bad. Yeah, Ramsey, we got absolutely tanked Friday and today and this morning, really. And again, right now, the dollar has been dropping essentially over the last, if we look at like a 1 hour chart here, market's been, struggling a little bit as the market flew up. You see it starting on the 26th, which was Friday. So here's Friday, right? So here's Friday, and you can see the dollar price just ripped up Friday, which again causes markets to just tank. And then lately, since essentially the 29th, so since we opened up today, we've actually had a falling dollar, which is good. That's good for the market overall, and that's what we need if we want to see a comeback here. Look at Bed Bath & Beyond at 1150s right now, bouncing right at 1150s up to almost 1160 here. We do have Tesla bounce back some. We do have the SPY back up to almost 402s, 401.80 or so. So that's good. Bed Bath is starting to pump. And again, I guess the question is, do we hold now that we've had a pretty big reaction to the market? Now that we've dropped so much, do we hold now? Who knows? Why do people who invest in the SPY think they will not lose money long term? Well, it's very simple, because on average, people who invest long-term in the SPY make money, and that's very, very, very obvious. Average gains on the SPY. Again, if you look at the average gains, it's 8 to 12% a year is what, on average, is what people who invest in broad market ETFs like the S&P or the SPY, like that's on average what they make. All right, so Bed Bath & Beyond up to 1160s. We're watching that. Snapchat up to 1030s. So we got Bed Bath up to Bed Bath. We got Bed Bath up to 1175. Just broke highs of the day up to 1180s here, guys, on Bed Bath & Beyond. Let's see if it continues to make this ramp. Almost up to 1180s. Let's see if we can break 12. Hey, what's up, Emmanuel, my man? What's up, brother? What's up, Jim? Yeah, I'm still holding AMC and APE. We're just going to sit on those. Bed Bath flying up, guys, at 1180s here, 1180s. Let's see if we can break 12. If we zoom out here. Yeah. 1185s. SPY pushing up as well. Look at Tesla ramp up too. So we're starting to see a rebound and everything. Hopefully the SPY and the dollar price keeps dropping here. Hey, that's what we're getting. Look at the dollar drop. That's what we want. We want to see the dollar drop. And we do have markets ripping back up. We have SPY at 402s. Yeah, so 1185s, guys, push it up. SPY just broke over 402s. Tesla's still ramping up, so this is great. Let's see if this continues. All right, still pulling back now, so let's see if we hold. Bed Bath, let's see, we have this 1175, maybe 1175 right here. So these two support levels are reasonable bounce levels for Bed Bath, reasonable bounce levels. Again, 1175, 1170. We'll see if we can hold those spots. Hey, what's up, Mark? It's mind-boggling, but true. But on the other hand, I don't see the SPY as the best long-term. I'd go large-cap stable company over an index. Yeah, 100%. I think index is more stable, though, to be honest. I think diversifying is the real key to that. But yeah, I mean, again, the SPY or the S&P 500 is the standard that everybody uses to go against. Like, if you can perform better than the SPY, which is, again, on average, people who invest in the SPY long-term make about 8 to 12% yearly. 8 to 12%. And that's the standard that the entire market goes against when you want to look at how profitable a company or a trader is. Like, if a trader can make over 8 to 12% yearly, then they're doing pretty good. You know, if a company can make over 8 to 12% yearly, then they're doing pretty good, right? But it's the standard that everybody goes against. And it's just, does it go up every year? No. But on average, the S&P, the SPY, which is what the S&P is, or which is what the SPY is the S&P, makes about 8 to 12% yearly. Hey, what's up, AJ? We're due for a bounce on the SPY, way oversold since Friday. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. Hey, what's up, Tiny? Happy Monday for you as well. All right, so we're trying to bounce at 1150s here. We got 283s on Tesla, 283s. We got the SPY at 402s, so we're watching to see if these hold, but let's see if 1150s can bounce us here. We also have Bitcoin back up to almost 20K, so Bitcoin at 19.92. So $19,920 for Bitcoin right now, breaking highs of the day as well recently. So again, let's see if we can get back over 20K for Bitcoin. Hey, what's up, EC? Hey, thank you, Bino. Hey, what's up, Jojo? Bed Bath is up 5% in pre. Yeah, Bed Bath is looking solid. In a market full of red, Bed Bath is green. You know. Again, we're starting to see some resurgences back in like Snap and Intel. SPY back over 402s. We got Tesla testing 283s here. So we're starting to see some rebounds and everything else. But so far, you know, we also have DRUG, which has been moving up okay. It's over $3 now. If you look at DRUG. Here's DRUG. Big stock that a lot of people have been watching over the past couple weeks, really, here. And who knows if it'll hold. We want to see that. All right, SPY back up to 402s again. I'm assuming we're seeing the dollar drop here. All All right, so good. We got the dollar dropping, which is nice. This is what we want. This is why you can see like the inverse relationship to the dollar and the SPY, for instance, here. So SPY starting to ramp back up. Hopefully this is dragging a lot of other large caps up as well with us. All right, guys. So Bed Bath back up to 1160. SPY over 402 short term. Let's see if we hold that level. We do have this 1150 mark for Bed Bath that I think is really relevant. We also have the Artemis ship that goes out today. So we have another moon mission for NASA in the Artemis, and so that's taken off today if it hasn't already. I don't know. I have to go check. There's 1170s for BBBY. There's 1160s here. We have the SPY up to 402.30s. 402.30s. All right, so 1160s. We have drug at 301s here. We still have Tesla. Still making moves back up. Again, let me know if you're buying Tesla right now. INDO, BBBY is just bouncing a little from the previous drop. Nothing special yet. I don't know. I think if we hold over 10, I think that's good short term for it. Engine problems on launch. T40 on hold. Purchased a few Tesla at 301s. Yeah, we're watching Tesla for sure. Tesla up to 283.80s right now. Let's see if we can get up to 284s. SPY still ramping up, almost up to 402.40s or 402.50s. I mean, pretty close to that level now. So there's the $0.50. Here's 403. We can kind of keep track of these half and whole dollars up to this point. It's kind of milestone levels that we can watch in the SPY. Tesla up. Bed Bath still pulling back. Let's see if it actually holds 1150 here. Everybody likes Tesla. Yeah, Tesla, super interesting stock. We got SPY up to 402.40s. Bed Bath still dipping down some. Snapchat got a beautiful bounce here. You love to see that. That's great. So Snapchat just popped. Did we have any catalyst causing this Snapchat pop? Or, is this just moving in sympathy with something else? So I think Cramer went against Snapchat. He said, quote, "It's losing money. Other than the fact that it's a $10 stock, I can't make that be the only reason why I recommend the stock." Yeah, but they have tons of daily active users, and they're highly relevant pop culture-wise. And so that's the only reason I'm buying Snapchat. And I've already made enough money on Snapchat where we're probably going to be green no matter what. But who knows? Intel's starting to rebound some as well. So you love to see it. Again, we got the dollar price dropping here, which is what we want. We want to see the DXY continue to tank like this. We do want to see this continue to tank, and we'll see. Let me hope that we get the dollar dropping consistently over the next few days, and that propels markets higher. Hey, thank you, Ali B, my man. Yeah, everybody inversing Cramer. I sold out all my Tesla calls right before closing on Friday. Yeah. Hey, man, it'll be fun, bro. Again, Tesla moving back up, SPY moving back up. I'm just happy to see the market pumping back up. We asked people at the beginning of the trading day today, does the SPY hold the $400 level by the end of day today? and 84% says it does not hold. Now, so far they're wrong. We bounced back up to 40250s. Doesn't mean we're going to hold that level, but we did ask people in chat. We got a decent amount of votes here, and again, 84% think no, it does not hold the $400 level, which again on the SPY is all the way down here. So most people that we polled here do not think the market's going to hold this level right here. They think that the market is going to dip underneath this $400 level. Now we'll see. Who knows? But yeah, a lot of people are skeptical of the market right now is essentially what this shows us. We also did another poll on Bed Bath & Beyond. Does Bed Bath break 20 this week? 56% think yes, 44% think no. And so again, bullish on Bed Bath, and we're bouncing at 1150, which is good. Tesla's still moving up. SPY rebounded really nicely here. And yeah, I'm hoping we continue here. We got Bed Bath, we got Intel moving up, and we have the dollar cost dropping, which is what we want. We do want to see the dollar cost continue to tank here. Catch back up. But yeah, thank you so much, Ali B, for the $2 donation, brother. Thank you, man. And again, yeah, y'all join the Discord. Certainly appreciate it. Right, exactly, Jeff. That's kind of what I'm doing. Is I wait for these dips so I can just start DCAing into stuff. Is what I'm doing. Now, Snapchat's not really one that I have a ton of faith in, so I'm going to be a little bit less loose with that one, just because Snapchat I think is not a guaranteed thing. But yeah, we'll see. All right, guys. So Bed Bath up to 1160s. So we do have Bed Bath starting to rip. All right, guys, so we're starting to get a dip in everything now. Let's see if we actually hold these spots. Hopefully we do, but who knows, man. All right, guys, so hey, yeah, y'all join our Discord, guys. Hey, what's up, sub? Hey, is that you also on the afternoon show? What do you mean, the earnings show that we do? Yeah, we do an earnings show. But yeah, y'all join the Discord here. I'm going to post this Discord link. Y'all give it a follow, give it a subscribe. Y'all join our Discord. Completely free Discord here, team. And yeah, I'll post this link here. Check it out. Join our free Discord. I'm going to have to remove Nightbot's post. I think Nightbot actually, or maybe that isn't the right Discord link. Let me remove this if I can. All right, there we go. Yeah, join our Discord. Let me see if it lets me remove this. Oh, well. So we are starting to pop back up for Tesla here. Bed Bath is still holding at 1160s. Still holding at 1160s. We'll see if we continue. Starting to see the market come back some. All right, guys. So hopefully we get the market rebounding some here. NASA calls off launch. Ooh, man. How do you think that's going to affect everything? OLB new high of the day. Yeah, OLB ramping up. Let me see if we can find some catalysts on this here. So I'm looking at see if we have a catalyst for this. This is the OLB group. The company announced it entered into a collab for exclusive licensing and transaction sharing with Quintus to upgrade its bodega network and help evolve into the financial centers they want. So yeah, that is the catalyst here. And OLB rip it up. If we look at the float size here, and here's the catalyst for OLB. Here's the catalyst for the OLB group, and you can see it right there. You can see it's ripping up. It's at 230s right now, 230s. All right, guys. Still trying to move up here. Watching the SPY because I think that's going to be relevant here as well. SPY at 402.30, so keeping an eye on that. Gonna move this, but yeah, that's the news here. SPY, we just want to see a whole over 400 today. Bed Bath, I don't mind it consolidating at 1150. You know, I really don't. And we'll see if it does, but I don't mind it holding there. I don't mind it consolidating. All right, guys, so SPY back at 402.50s here. We do have Bed Bath at 1150s. What is your favorite stock this morning and why? Let me ask this question to the chat. What is your favorite stock this morning and why? I guess for me, I want to see stocks bounce back, right? So I do want to see stuff bounce back here. So we're watching Apple, we're watching the SPY, we're watching the Q. Artemis launched a scrub for today. Yeah, so it's not holding. Bed Bath & Beyond is one I'm super hyped about and super interested in. And so, yeah, we'll see. But, yeah, hopefully it holds. All right, so SPY dipping all the way to 402s. I'm sure we're going to see the DCA drop. I'm sure we're going to see the dollar cost average drop. Or not the DCA. I'm sure we're going to see the DXY tank here. Or rip up. So I'm sure the DXY is going to be bouncing back short term here. Maybe not here. So we're still seeing some drops. Let's look at a 30-second chart. Yeah, so you can see over the last few seconds, we are seeing some bounce backs here. Here's a 1-minute chart. But we want to see the dollar drop here. We do not want to see a bounce back here, which you see a short-term bounce back and stuff. So hopefully we hold here. Bed Bath pulling back to 1150s. All right, getting a little bit of a bounce back. Tesla's still holding nicely, but Bed Bath is kind of testing that 1150s now, which is what we want. We also have like DRUG rip it up, OLB, a lot of people talking about it. JZ has just fallen all the way down to under $13. Nothing else really looks that good. We had PDD drop earnings, I believe, today as well. So PDD drop earnings, I believe, today as well. So yeah, we'll see what we get moving forward, but hopefully we get some rebounds today. Bed Bath holding under 1150s for a split second and then bouncing back here. We do have Tesla breaking that 283.50 level again. We'll see if it actually holds now. All right, guys. So SPY bouncing back a little bit. 1150s for Bed Bath is getting tested now, and that's a big level. We want to see that level hold. I'm hoping we do, but we do want to see it hold. Let's see if we get it. Back to forward 230s. Okay. Bed Bath bouncing back up to 1150s here. So we'll see if we continue to make a rip. Tesla at 283.30s, 283.30s. SPY at 402.30s. So we got a little bit of a bounce back. SPY bouncing back too. Again, we want to see the dollar cost drop here, which is what we've been getting all morning essentially here. And you can see the DXY dropping some more, which is good. So we want to see this continue to just tank. That should increase equity pricing. As we see on the SPY moving up, we see Bed Bath holding 1150s. What's up, Pawn? UCO is up. Yeah, oil pricing. If we look at like Exxon here. Exxon went right up to the previous close and then rejected here. So Exxon's still red on the day, but less red than a lot of other stuff. You know, we did drop, but it wasn't a sizable drop like everything else did on Friday. So it's kind of one of those things where it's like, yeah, we dropped some, but it wasn't just a huge drop like we got with a lot of other things, unfortunately. All right, guys, so we are rejecting here, though. So Bed Bath is bouncing off VWAP here. Tesla is rejecting here, though. And so Tesla moving back up. Let's watch the SPY. SPY at 4.219s. Bed Bath under that 1150 level. Under 1150. Hey, thank you, Tiny. All right, so SPY sideways here. We got about 40 minutes until the market opens. Red or green so far today, guys. We added on some dips. And we're kind of sitting in some of the stuff we added on with Intel, Snapchat, holding Bed Bath. We're also holding AMC and Ape like we have been. And so again, let me know what you guys think. But trying to hold these gains. We'll see if we continue to make some moves here. But just kind of a slower day. I mean, the whole market's red and bloody, to be honest. Dollar's been dropping, which is nice. So we'll see if the market can catch back up to that. But yeah, the whole day's been kind of red and bloody. There hasn't been a lot of action so far on the upside for sure today. And we're just hoping that we see the dollar cost continue to fall. Is what we want here. But who knows if that's actually what we're going to get, you know. All right, SPY back up to 402.30s here. Bed Bath is testing 1150s. Tesla's still trying to. We also have DRUG. Again, here's DRUG at 290, so it dipped a little bit as well. Bed Bath back over 1150s. So we'll see if that holds. If we look at the tech-heavy Q at 304.60s here, so Q started to bounce back with the SPY as well, so we'll see if that continues. At least on the Q, you know, we're starting to see a test at the top of range there. Now, we'll see if we hold those levels, but who knows, man. Bed Bath back up to 1150s. SPY's still trying again. We're watching the dollar mostly today. Bed Bath back up to 1150s. And again, I did go to Bed Bath the other day. It was pretty empty. But, you know, it's one of those things where it's like, look, I went there the other day. I think this has just got a huge following now for Bed Bath. I think a lot of people are in this one, especially when you consider how high it went the other day. There's 1160s almost. And so I think that's causing people to get a little bit more heavily invested into this thing. Let's see if it holds. Man, look at Tesla. This has got to be a glitch, though. That's not actually going to hold. Yeah, that didn't actually hold. And so we saw the glitch there in Tesla. Still rip it up for Bed Bath here. SPY pulling back to 402s. Let's see if that actually holds. And again, I keep checking the dollar index here. And you can see we're actually starting to rebound a little bit. And you can kind of see the correlation here between the dollar starting to come back a little bit and the SPY dropping. So this is kind of an inverse relationship to the DXY versus the SPY here. And a lot of the times they'll actually let you. Let me see if it'll let me. No, it won't actually let me. Yeah, it's not going to let me. But yeah, here's the SPY dipping down to the 202s level. There's Bed Bath, guys, up to 1170, starting to finally rip back up. Again, are y'all holding Bed Bath? Let me know. We got a lot of polls on Twitter going on, too. All right, guys, Bed Bath up to 1165s here. Let's see if we can break 12 today. I think that's a more reasonable watch here, a more reasonable watch. Scalped OLB. Yeah, a lot of people were talking about OLB, and they did have a catalyst today. It's up to 230s, but still slow. Nvidia spike. It's not a spike. It's just a glitch is what this is. So it's just a glitch. AMC at 890s. We got Ape up there. Bitcoin, again, if we look at Bitcoin here, you can see it's at like 19.8 thousand. And so we're watching that. There's Tesla at like 283s, 284s. So hopefully we get some movement, but again, kind of a slower day. We've had a pretty red Friday from the Jackson Hole conference with Jerome Powell speaking. And because of that, a lot of stuff is just down right now. A lot of stuff is down. The blue chips are down heavy. Bitcoin's down to under 20K. The only ones that are really doing well are Bed Bath and a few other small caps. Everything else is kind of bloody and red, unfortunately. So it's one of those things where it's unfortunate that we're having so much market bleeding today. But, it doesn't mean that we're going to keep bleeding. And I just want to see the SPY hold over 400s. Again, the SPY currently at 402s or so. So, not bad there, but we just want to see it continue to hold. All right, guys, so 402 is kind of a big level for the SPY. It's a psychological level that we want to see it hold over. So who knows if we will, but it's a big level to watch, I think, in my opinion. So yeah, Tesla pulling back. We do have a little bit of bounce here. Any other big news that you guys want to talk about today? Maybe she loaded up on Nvidia. It's just usually those are rogue orders getting filled here. So like if you look at this, right? So a lot of the time these orders are just going right up to the previous closing price where they're getting filled at, and they're coming right back down. So these are kind of like random orders getting filled at the previous close and then coming right back down. So that's just kind of rogue little orders getting popped up there, dragging the candle up quickly and then coming back down. And you can see usually when you see these, they go right up to the previous closing price here, like we see there. So that's kind of what goes down. Again, you can see the dollar starting to rebound here. Dollar starting to move back, causing markets to drop down too. So we'll see if Bed Bath and Beyond. We'll see if that holds and continues. All right, guys, so 402 level testing. Tesla under VWAP at 283. See, we do have Bed Bath at 1150s. Again, we bought Snapchat. You can see Snapchat here. Down to 1030s. We bought Intel. We added to Intel, I guess we should say. Apple. Is Apple a dip buy here, I guess is the question. Market's down so much. It really depends on if you think the markets are keep dropping. But again, for a lot of people, I like to try to find discounts when we get these big drops. Now, of course, is this going to hold? Really have no idea on this way, but I'm hoping we do, of course. I hope we do. But it's certainly not a given. I don't want to see the SPY dip under $400. I think $400 is just a big psychological level. And it's certainly not something that I want to see you know, it's certainly not something that I want to see break and hold under $400 on like the SPY, for instance. Here, I think that would be very bad for the markets in general. But I'm hoping that I'm remaining cautiously optimistic, I guess is the best way to put it. We are in Bed Bath for some shares, and so we're up to 1160s here, so that's good. If we can keep ripping up, and you know, I think we could start to see some type of squeeze potential if we start to really fly for Bed Bath here. But again, who knows? And it's something that time will tell. We just got to chill and wait. Under 402s for the SPY short term, not great. Not what you want to see. Hey, thank you, DD. We appreciate it. Do you still have a green day? I don't know, with DRUG. We're so if we look at DRUG, we're actually holding nicely over these levels here. So it's very unlikely that DRUG is going to come all the way back down under 250s in pre-market. But that doesn't mean that we're not going to see some type of correction over the next couple over the next couple days, but it's been holding pretty strong. I have no idea what it's going to do moving forward, though, and so that's just something time will tell here, because no idea what it's going to do. And I hope it does, but like, who knows, man? You know, I hope it holds, is what I mean, but like, nobody knows. Back over 402s here, so I'm assuming we might see a correction on the dollar pricing here. So we bounce back up. You can see we're up to 402.15, so we might start to see a drop in the dollar. Hopefully that's the case. Again, I don't want to see the markets do poorly. I want to see the markets hold. SPY seems to be slowing. They're showing slight strength, but be aware. Hey, what's up, Joel? 390 is a very real possibility for today, tomorrow. I hope not, man. I hope we hold, bro. That's all I want to see. Is I just hope we hold, dude. It'll be a crazy market if we start to really break under 400 and start to dip down. There's going to be a lot of fear, a lot of doom and gloom for sure if that ends up happening. You know, Bitcoin ended up pumping up over 20,000 for a split second. It's back down to 19.9s now. Hey, what's up, Mo? I wanted to buy BY below 10, but I missed it. It's at 1160s now. I don't know if it's going to continue running. Nobody really does here. It's one of those things where I'm going to be cautiously optimistic, to be honest. You know, we'll see. All right, guys, back up to 402s. Bed Bath at 1160s. I think if Bed Bath could start to break over 15, it might like start another potential squeeze on the upside. Again, who knows? But I think if it starts to break over 15, it's going to renew so much sentiment that might spark some type of big upward movement. Now, again, nobody really knows here. Nobody really does. But we can hope. And again, I am holding it. And so I'm hoping we do to get that ramp up. And again, we did a Twitter poll. You know, we got some interesting reactions to the Twitter poll, but we'll see, you know. I have 401 roughly right here. Really, it's about 401. Let me activate this and move this down. I have 400. I have mostly whole and half dollars right now on the SPY. I want to see $400 hold, though. I think 400 is the big one. These are all kind of small time levels that I'm watching, just mostly whole and half dollars. But I do want to see holding right here at 400. Yeah, and from Friday, I see Joel talking about it. And yeah, very true. Friday, we had Jackson Hole conference. And again, what essentially happened here, just to put this into perspective, like why the market is bleeding so much is because Jay Powell spoke at Jackson Hole. And previously to that, we had the FOMC meeting, right? So we had this FOMC meeting. And essentially, the way it works is every 6 weeks we do an FOMC rate hike decision. So every 6 weeks the Fed meets to determine whether they want to raise or lower interest rates, basing off of current inflation. And with that, the higher inflation, the more they're willing to raise rates to combat that inflation. They raise prices, they raise rates to discourage spending, and when spending goes down, in order to remain competitive, businesses drop their pricing, and that combats inflation. So that's why they raise rates. With this, though, the last FOMC meeting, they basically had a lot of optimistic reactions to it. He basically came out saying that they don't think that they're going to be as aggressive as initially anticipated, because that we have seen prices drop, and we did see prices drop. Gas was at like $5 and $6 a gallon in some places, and we did see it drop down to more reasonable $3.50s, $3.70s, $4. So gas prices dropped as well, and we did see lower pricing, and so that made us a lot more optimistic in that regard. And during the FOMC meeting at the end of July, JP basically said that they were going to be less aggressive. They're still going to be aggressive, but they were going to try to ease some of that aggression in terms of raising rates. And that caused a big bull run in the market. If you look at the SPY here, if you look at the SPY, if we look at like a 180-day chart, you can see right around when they decided to raise rates, which was right about here, right around the end of July, actually, I'm sorry, it was right here. They just, that's when, the FOMC meeting, it was in late July. So right around here, and you can see since then, the market flew up. And so people were really optimistic. They were buying up large caps. Large caps were moving up. But essentially, what a lot of people thought, and this is something that I said as well, is that we might have had somewhat of an overreaction to that FOMC meeting. So we might have had an overreaction, and with that, I think JP came along during Friday's Jackson Hole conference, and he wanted to bring people down to earth a little bit. He wanted to lower expectations. They also said that they are still going to be, a lot of aggressive rate hikes, a lot of aggression in terms of combating inflation for the foreseeable future. And that causes more short-term pain. It does more for combating inflation long-term, obviously, but it causes more short-term pain. And that basically makes everybody fearful. You can see from that, we've got these big drops in the market, essentially just from Friday here. If you look at a 1-minute chart, you can kind of see everything tanked on Friday. The price of the dollar went up, and you can just see huge drops from Friday. And almost all large cap stocks, the market essentially just tanked down. And so with that, just a lot of doom and gloom, a lot of fear. Large caps are essentially taking a hit over the last 24 hours of trading activity during market hours at least. And so again, the question now with the SPY all the way back down at the $400, and again, previous to the JP Fed meeting, it was at about 420. Right now, it's all the way back down to about 402. We do want to see it hold at 400. It's a psychological level, and that's essentially the current state of the market. Like, that is what has happened over the last, month and a half of market activity. Again, we had the FOMC meeting. We had a bullish reaction, a lot of optimism floating around, and then JP basically brought everybody back down to earth on Friday and caused everything in equities to essentially tank. And so that's essentially what happened. And again, you can see the dollar. We want to see this drop. This dropping is good for equities. If this drops, then that's good for equities. We want to see this drop. We do not want to see it fly up. It's certainly not what we want. And so, yeah, we'll see, guys. We'll see. Hopefully, again, I want to see the market do well. I never want to see it do poorly. So I'm hoping we get some holds here, but you never really know. All right, guys. So SPY started to move back up, though. I think one good thing is if we get up to over 402.50s for around the open here, like if we can do that, then we're talking, and that's much better. But again, who knows? Up to 402.50s now. Hopefully we get the dollar dropping. Again, if we see this, we are starting to get a little bit of a correction in the dollar here. You can see we're starting to dip a little bit. It doesn't mean much right now, but we do have the SPY starting to rip back up in equity. So hopefully that holds and all this stuff holds, guys. That's what we want. All right, guys, so DREG is trying right there. We're still looking at Tesla here. So Tesla back up to 283s. We got Bed Bath mostly consolidating, which I think is fine. It builds up some support at 1150s. And that's what we want. You know, that's what we want. All right, guys. So Tesla back up. SPY rejected at that high level here. How high will Bbby go? Technical difficulties on NYS. Minus 30 P8. This ends up a green day. I hope so. How high for BBBY? Tesla held over opening price at VWAP. Hopefully it trends well. Yeah, I hope so. All right, guys. 18 minutes, team. 18 minutes. All right, guys. SPY dipping all the way to 402s here. Should we bounce? Should we bounce? Let's see. Bed Bath at 1150s. Ripping up some. SPY dipping down a little bit. Again, I tend to be one of those people that likes to add on these dips. But, you know, you never know, man. The market just might keep dipping. Let me see what our poll was today. How high will BBBY go? I'm not sure. I hope it gets over 12 because I think that'll renew some of the sentiment. SPY gonna bleed down. Kids back to school. Hey, they are. Powell can't make up his mind. Yeah. So we did the poll here. Does the market recover today? 68% out of over 700 votes think no. So here's the poll for today. Again, a lot of people were leaning more bearish here. Again, does the market recover today? 68% think no. So 68% think the market does not recover. Only 32% think it does. Again, I tend to be one that likes buying the dips. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where, you know, there's such a balancing act when it comes to rate hikes. Like, essentially, okay, if they raise rates too much, short term is going to cause a lot of pain. You know, it's going to cause a lot of fear, a lot of skepticism, a lot of doom and gloom. People are not going to want to put their money anywhere in the markets. It's going to affect the market drastically, negatively short term, with really, really high, above average, you know, above expectation rate hikes. Now, the opposite is true as well. If they don't raise rates as much as they initially thought, if we have less aggressive rate hikes, short term, it's good for markets. You know, a lot of the times the markets fly, and that's one of the reasons that the SPY and the broader market reacted so positively to the late July FOMC rate hike, was because it came in lower than expected, and that caused the markets to fly. Now, with that said, though, the problem there is that it doesn't do much to combat inflation long term. And so while it causes more short term optimism, long term, it doesn't do what they wanted to do in terms of raising rates and combating inflation. And so in turn, that's what happens. And that's kind of where we get ourselves into those positions where we're in overbought territory leading into the Jackson Hole conference that we had on Friday. And then that's why the markets are essentially correcting back down some, is because JP essentially brought people back down to earth and said that they were going to continue being aggressive with rate hike decisions longer term. They were going to raise rates aggressively longer term for the foreseeable future is essentially what they said. Both the Fed, JP said it, I think Bostic said it as well. And so in terms of expectations, people have kind of a lot less bullish expectations long term because they understand that they might continue to just be aggressive raising rates. Yeah. What kind of info are you looking for? The markets and market makers want rate hikes. Yeah, well, long term, if it does what it's supposed to, that's supposed to combat inflation the best, is, longer term dragged out rate hikes. But who knows, man. All right, guys, 14 minutes, guys. 14 minutes until the opening bell. We have Bed Bath at 1160s. We have Tesla at 283.20s. We've got the SPY at 402s. So SPY bouncing back up. We've mostly been in a sideways range. Look at Bed Bath starting to push up. It's at 1170s right now. Tesla back up over VWAP. And again, we've mostly been in a sideways range. Let's see if we hold these levels. 14 minutes, guys, until the market opens. Again, a lot less stuff going on right now in terms of like movement. We do have Bitcoin tapped over 20K for a split second and then came right back down. So we did get some interesting polls still. But definitely a slower day. 13 minutes, guys, until the market opens. Soon 14 years since last crash, and so it's scheduled to happen again soon. This time it's going to be massive. Yeah, I hope not, man. We need rate hikes to be consistent and clear until things flip. Anything less or more is just adding to the confusion. 100%. Yeah, I'm for them just being consistent. Allowing the expectations to be there kind of helps stabilize markets. And we'll see. We'll see. Tomorrow we got Best Buy earnings. Tomorrow evening we got like CrowdStrike, Chewy. We've got some stuff to cover tomorrow evening. SPY moving back up here. So SPY up to 402s, 402.30s. Again, looking at the dollar, dollar's ramping up a little bit. So you can see it's not a perfect relationship, but we do want to see this drop. This dropping is good for Bitcoin, and other cryptocurrencies. So we do want to see this drop. We do have the SPY up to 402.30s. Yeah. Bed Bath Beyond go up or down. I'm counting on a Bbby. I think we get a red to green move. Tesla's still pumping up, and look at the SPY up to 402.40s. Hey, remember, you got to kind of hit it. Move your arm back, and then hit a little bit harder than that. Move your arm back a little bit harder. Come on, man, whack that thing, dude. My son's trying to open up the door. Here. All right, bro. All right, bro. All right. All right. All right. Hey, watch out. Watch out. Jeez, man. That thing's not open. All right, buddy. I love you, man. I love you. Love you guys. Sheesh, man. I need some WD-40, bro. That thing was loud. Yeah, I don't know if you should buy right now. Yeah, PDD had earnings that were favorable. So PDD had earnings. Yeah, my son's shaking SPY awake. I hope so, bro. Hey, that's his job, sir. That's his job. All right, guys. So let's see if we can get back over 403. What's your big level in the SPY? Bitcoin moving back up though, guys. Bitcoin at 19.94, 19.95 thousand. Green on the day. That's nice to see. And again, we want to see the dollar drop. You know, if we want to see Bitcoin go up, we want to see the dollar drop. We'll see. Tesla up to 283.70s. How do you buy options? You can buy options a lot of different ways. Like you can, like just to show you this, like you can literally do this right here. If you guys want an easy way to buy options, this is all you do, right? If you want an easy way to buy options, so you go here and you can literally copy the literal symbol for this option. So say you want to buy this September 2nd $8 strike put option or $8 call option on AMC. September 2nd $8 call option. You go to here and you go to copy this on TOS, and then you literally can just go here and paste this in. And this is the option chart. And then you can literally just buy it. Like you want to buy one, you buy one. You know, you can literally just buy market, buy bid, sell the ass, just like regular stock. You know, that's the easiest way. That's the way I do it when I buy options. You know, and so a lot of ways to buy options. Depends on what platform you're on. SPY pushing back up though, over 402.50s here. We got 8 minutes, guys. 8 minutes. Very nice view up. Is anything looking good? Well, Bed Bath is looking pretty interesting. I'm not gonna dare say buy it or anything like that because I have no idea, but it looks interesting for sure. And again, we added on the dip. We DCA'd into this dip. To be honest, we DCA'd into a lot of it, and we're just gonna see if we get a big rebound in the market open. But the market open should be fun here, guys. Stick around, hit that subscribe button. We do this live for free every day. Also, guys, if you want to trade the futures market, check out TopStep. TopStep funds traders in futures. So they give you a demo. If you can hit their target on the demo while following their rules and conditions, then they fund you between 50 up to over 100K. We're going to trade regularly on the TOS, but we're also going to trade a little bit on TopStep to show you guys how it works today. So stick around. And yeah, guys, like I said, TopStep funds traders in futures. So they give you a demo. If you can hit the target on the demo while following their rules, then they fund you. If you look at the E-mini, you can see the E-mini here, and this is the same thing as the SPY. So you can trade the same scalping setups that I do in the futures market with no PDT rule, instant settlement, shorting ability, go long ability. And yeah, futures market, it's the easiest way to get around the PDT. There's no PDT restrictions in futures. And TopStep funds traders, they've been around the longest. They're kind of the gold standard of funded account program. They pay out millions every year. They fund thousands of traders a year. So check them out. There's the link if you want to help support your boy here. But yeah, here's Tesla. Still watching Tesla. Same scalping strategies I'll use. And again, you can even see they move similar here. No answer. I literally just did a whole show for you, bro. You're welcome. I literally just went through the options on how I buy options. Pun intended, I guess. Tesla's so strange at 280-ish. It's just not, I'm not used to seeing it, bro. SPY up to over 402.50s, though. That's good short term. All right, guys, 6 minutes. 6 minutes, team. All right, guys. So let's see if we hold 402.50s. All right, dollar cost. We're starting to see a dip here, guys. So we'll see if the market rebounds here. So we're starting to see a drop in the the DXY, which is, again, what we want. Look at Tesla just dump under VWAP here. 5 minutes, guys. Q to 313s today would be nice. We are currently sitting on big moving averages. Yeah, here's the Q at 304.60s right now for the Q, 304.60s. So we'll see if we hold, but hey, what's up, Mike? Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Again, I'm being patient here. I'm hoping the market holds. Generally speaking, I want to see the market hold. Obviously, I'd like to. I'm a bear sometimes, but I do want to see the market do better than I always. When I'm bearish on the broad market, I always want to see me. I want to be wrong in those situations. Like again, when the market does bad, people suffer, and I don't want people to suffer. I want to see the market do well. You know, and we got a lot of bears, of course, here, but I want to see the market do well. I don't want to see the market drop. You know, I want to see the economy do well. If I don't, it's counterproductive to everybody living here. You know what I mean? Like, we want to see the market do well, and I'm hoping we get a bounce back today. I'm hoping the SPY can hold at 400 at least and continue to rip back up. If we can get back up to the 410, even the 408 level with the SPY, that's a huge W for today. So we'll see. We're at 402.40s. Been mostly sideways. Bed Bath dipping down to 1150s. Regarding Bed Bath, I am holding a piece of this. I do want to see it hold at 1150s. I think 1150 has confirmed numerous times in pre-market here, right around 1150 at least. And so I do want to see it hold these levels. It's been confirmed numerous times there, and so I don't want to see it break underneath that. If we do break, I think we could pull what's called like a red to green move, where we get a dip at the open, kind of like this, where we open up, we drop, and then we break highs, and then we pull back and hold, and then ramp back up. Kind of a, you know, cup and handle kind of dip formation. And we talk about this strategy, and we have for years. This is a very profitable strategy where here's the open, and that's not the best line. But yeah, here's the open. You get a dip at the opening bell. You get a rebound, break over this previous high right here. And then what I usually like doing is I usually like buying this dip right here. And so we get the downward move. We get a break over that high, and then I usually buy the dip. And I can find a lot of examples of it, but this is what we want. We want to see a red to green move for Bed Bath, at least at the opening bell. If we do drop, we want to see a red to green move for the market as well. Let me know how you think the market will open. And yeah, let's see what we get. All right, guys, Bed Bath at 1160s here. We got Tesla still chopping back and forth. 3 minutes, guys, 3 minutes. Hey, what's up, Wade? Hey, just listen to John. Have so many new songs. My kids asked, what's up with that? We got the top 3 songs in the world right now. Bed Bath down under 1150s. Tesla trying to pop back up. We got less than a minute and a half left. We got about a minute and 10 seconds, guys. So, let's get ready. Guys, it's the opening bell. Should I sit up or down? Bed Bath breaking under 1150 right before the opening bell here. So, starting to dip a little bit pre-open. Let's do this, guys. Let me clear all this stuff. Let's get ready. We got 1 minute left. And good luck today. Let's make some money, hopefully, team. Yeah, OLB. Yeah, OLB up to 240s. Looks good. We'll see if it continues. OLB is interesting for sure. Here's the SPY. Yeah, I think I got this song twice on my list. And how many songs do I have this song? Okay. There we go. All right, guys. Here's the opening bell. Good luck, team. Ten seconds. SPY dipping down before the close. If we look at the DXY here, dropping a little bit pre-open, but here's the bell, guys. All right, team. There's the opening bell. Ding, ding, ding. We got Bed Bath up to 1150s here. Again, let's see if we hold. If we don't hold, let's see if we get a red to green move. SPY is dipping down, though, here. So look at the SPY all the way down to 401.80s right at the opening bell. I'm hoping we get a red to green move. Tesla is still ripping up, though. Tesla is up to 283s, 284s. Bed Bath is dipping down again. So Bed Bath is down to 401.50s here, 401.50s. So Bed Bath is starting to dump, or SPY is starting to dump here, which is not good. We don't want to see that. Bed Bath is dipping down, but again, I think we could see some red to green moves. Tesla is actually ripping up some. So Tesla's popping up. Snapchat's moving up some too, so it's not all red so far at the opening bell. And again, I'm hoping to get like that V-shaped breakout pattern that we saw earlier. Snap up to 1050s for Snap. So that one's doing nice. We added to that one on the dip. SPY with a big down wick, meaning some buying pressure coming in. So hopefully we break this high and still rip at the opening bell. Tesla's still flying up, popping up big nicely. Here's the second candle of the day. Again, SPY just pulled a red to green move, still ramping up nicely here. So SPY just pulled red to green, up nicely on the day now. For Tesla, SPY up to 402.40s. So again, I don't mind some consolidation, but we are seeing some large cap strength right at the opening bell. Hopefully they sustain and hold, especially after Friday's big drop. Tesla consolidating, but starting to push towards highs. Bed Bath still dipping down. SPY completely choppy right now. Just a very sideways day so far. We've got up wicks and down wicks on both sides. Up wicks on the upside, down wicks on the downside here. Snap's popping up. That's nice to see. STBX. Yeah, STBX is up to 640s right now for STBX. Crazy big halt, or crazy big move. Not halted yet though. STBX is at 6. Again, starting to see some comebacks. Let's see if Bed Bath can consolidate and start to break highs. Tesla back down here. Again, if we look at like STBX, this one flew up to 630s, 640s for STBX. Bed Bath at 1125s or so. SPY still consolidating, but sideways mostly. We do want to see some downward wicks here, some down wicks here, indicative of some strength, and that's what we're getting here. So let's see if the SPY can break highs. We're gonna start to get ready to maybe take some trades based off of this. Yeah, we'll go ahead and take a little dip buy here with the SPY, 25 shares. Got some down wicks here. Go ahead and get 50 shares. My TOS is frozen here. Look at this. There we go. Random weird fill, but see if we can break highs. There we go. Took a little piece off there. Look at STBX, guys. Man, Bed Bath all the way down to 1113s here. Wow, Bed Bath dipping heavy. So let me know if you're adding on this dip. All right, we're in 50 shares again on the SPY. DRUG's rip it up. It's up to 320s now, 320s. STBX is trying to hold. We'll cut this pretty soon. We'll let it test VWAP and then see if it holds, but if not, we'll cut it. All right, there we go, back green. Big down wick here. Getting some buying pressure hopefully coming in. There's Bed Bath back up to 1120s. Here we go, taking some profit. Nice, caught that bounce. Beautiful bounce on the SPY, so we caught that bounce. Made about 15 bucks on that trade. SPY rip it up here as well. There's STBX trying. Here's Tesla. Tesla at 383.50s. Bed Bath starting to rip back up. And look at the SPY pump here, guys. Beautiful market. Glad I added on these dips to a lot of these here. Very nicely green on the day now, but very glad I added on these dips. DRUG's pumping up as well. Nice green day for that one too, up to like 320s. Snapchat testing previous closing price, just went green on the day. Intel starting to ramp up too. Yeah, I don't know about Bed Bath & Beyond. Again, I'm looking for a red to green move in this. Market's still propelling higher and higher. Look at the SPY back up to 403s. Again, we added to Intel, we added to Snapchat. It looks like those were the right moves, at least so far here. SPY pushing up, only one red candle right at the opening bell. Tesla starting to break highs also. So you'll love to see it. Great ads by me on that point. Nice for Snapchat. Riding Snapchat up nicely here. market keeps pumping higher here. I could add on this dip. Getting our first dip of the day since the big rip up higher. Yeah, we bought one dip on the SPY here. DRUG just reversed all the way back down very, very fast. And so I'm hoping this holds. I'm going to try to be patient with this little 25 shares. There we go. Market's pushing back up higher and higher. You love to see it. There we go. Go ahead and take that off here. Beautiful Snapchat trades. I went ahead and took a little bit more off of my Snapchat trade. Just to lock in profit. Because I did drop a little bit in my I dropped a little bit in my P&L on Friday because I was already holding Snapchat, and so I added to it on the dip, and we got ourselves back to nicely green, and so we're just going to keep holding it. We're still holding 100 shares plus of Snapchat, so not bad. Intel's starting to rebound too. STBX is just flying up. Look at that. SPY up there too, so not a bad green day so far, man. It's been a pretty profitable green day so far. We'll see if we can keep holding these levels now. Snapchat breaking highs. Nice. Go ahead and take another 25 shares off of Snap just to lock in some more profit there. And then we'll hold the rest a little bit more loose. We'll go ahead and add a little bit more to this dip too. 25 shares. See if we can get a pop back up. Maybe add down to this level here if we keep dipping. STBX pulling back a little bit now. Let's see if that holds. Here's Tesla. Bed Bath is just not holding the dip. We're going to go ahead and add another 25 shares. Got 50 shares to the SPY now. See if we can rebound some. See if we can hold at that 25 level there maybe. Bed Bath all the way down under 11s. So that's not good. Yeah, Tesla just flying up today. I think that's helping the markets too, to be honest. All right, 50 shares of the SPY short. Or long, I mean, not short. All right, we're going to take a little bit more risk here and use 403 as a risk level with 100 shares of the SPY. Now, maybe not the best move, adding to a losing position, but I'm green enough on my other swing trades to where this doesn't matter, and I've already taken profit on Snapchat too, so we're going to try to see if we hold 403s. If we don't hold 403s, we'll just cut it and reset. Trying to hold. Tesla bouncing at 284.50s. Yeah, we're probably getting ready to cut this. I don't want to get caught in a huge drop. And so right now it's still a small trade. But yeah, I just don't want to get caught in a huge drop on that. Snapchat right back up, which is good to see. See if Tesla holds now too. Yeah, STBX has been ripping up too. Look at a 670s breaking highs now. All right, look at STBX break highs again up to 690s here, 690s. I don't mind that little support hold for the SPY now. A little bit tempted to add right back to this. All right, we're in 100 shares of the SPY. I didn't want to. Maybe got a little bit overzealous with that position here. Look at STBX rip up over highs. Look at STBX up to 7s here. Wow. Right around break even on the SPY trade here. We break the low of this candle, I'm cutting it. There we go. We're also in a Q trade, which we're actually green from. There we go. We'll take half off there. Was patient with it, and we'll take the rest off. Hey, nice. All right, so we caught the bounce there. We're also still in the Q. We're going to take another half off there, a little bit more than half. 10 shares left in the Q. Riding this big pop higher, and then Snapchat's even doing great as well today, so we're going to take another piece off of there here. So far, so good. STBX breaking highs again. You see if Bed Bath can get back over 11s now. All right, we get a little hammer-style dip here. We'll add to it, but I might not catch it in time. It might break highs. Ah, yeah, there it was. So I missed it. I just missed the little hammer dip. STBX up to 712, 713s. We'll see if this gives us another little dip right around these highs for the SPY, but I think we might break and start moving up to test 307.40s for the Q. All right, so we're in 25 shares here for the Q. Try to catch the dip. There we go. Look at STBX breaking more highs as well, up to 712s now, 712s. Look at STBX up to 720s now. Huge rip. Trying to pump. Let's see if we get over 307s. I cut a little piece just to lock in some profit here on the Q. Still riding this up. Wants to propel higher. Yeah, we're starting to see a correction. So we'll go ahead and lock in that profit as well. Maybe buy on a dip. Just took another little piece off of Snapchat. Gonna continue to hold that. That looks great. Bed Bath up to 1104s. STBX is a recent IPO that was down heavy over the past couple days. You know, this is an IPO that was at 40s or 50s and had dropped all the way from 40s or 50s down to like 490. And so the argument there, I guess, is that we could have been oversold on the bottom. All right, we're going to go ahead and take 20 shares here on this little dip on the Q. Maybe add one more 5-share position here to get in the full 25 shares. Getting a big drop in the market. Not really what we wanted, but it's okay. Nice down wick on the SPY or Q. So we'll see if those hold. Yeah, PDD dropped earnings today, if I remember correctly. All right, starting to get a little bit of a rebound in the Q. Let's see if we just continue the move. All right, Bed Bath bouncing at 1090s. Again, let's see if we get back over 11 for BBBY. That's what we want. All right, so we're kind of scalping the SPY again now, too. Riding this up some. 25 shares left. If we get a new candle, we might actually add on a dip if we get one like this. Yeah, there we go. So we're going to add on the dip. 50 shares. If we just crash down underneath it, we'll cut it and let it regain maybe. Okay, back to about break even. Down wicks are good here. We want to see some buying pressure come in. Look at Bed Bath dip here, though. Yeah, we're cutting this. Too much risk here. So small little loss, about $7 loss. That's a big dip here. We don't want to get stuck in that flush. There we go. Caught the Q bounce. There we go. Nice. Cover a little bit more. 10 shares. Kind of scalping these back and forth. Go ahead and get out there. Snapchat's finally starting to slow down a little bit on these moves. Now, what we'd like to see is some bullish activity, some like rips up. All right, there we go. Scalping the SPY a little bit currently. We're going to hold these 25 shares and try to let them run, but we'll see. Up small here. Maybe add back on a dip to test these levels. 35. I'll break even here on this one. A lot of rangy activity right now, so we're not going to take anything crazy big in terms of size. Yeah, we'll cut that and get out for a small loss. Might jump right back in it here. All right, getting a pop up. That's nice. We'll go ahead and take a piece off there. We're going to add 35 shares. We might actually take a sizable position and try to swing a little bit more here. There's 50 shares of the SPY right now. 50 shares. See if we pop up and get something. Here we go. Let it consolidate here. Getting some red action. See if we get some VWAP support. If not, we'll cut it. Yeah, it took a little $20 loss. We built up a cushion and then swung into that cushion, and that's okay. We already made so much from it that we're still very green. But what I don't want to see is the market turn on us. You know, I definitely don't want to see the market turn red on us. Jay-Z. I see STBX. I see Best Buy starting to pull. Yeah, hopefully the market regains strength, but we're going to wait and not force anything right now. Nice. Kind of scalp it out of a Q trade we got in on the VWAP dip. Still riding this pump up. Let's see if we get a larger one. We got 15 shares left in case it doesn't hold. There we go. Nice. Beautiful move here. We're going to go and take the rest off there. We're also in the SPY right now. on a dip here. We're going to take another 25 shares off. So we made most of our money back on the SPY trade too into this bounce. Beautiful, beautiful VWAP bounce here on the SPY and Q. Go ahead and cover that there too. So not too shabby here. Scalping the SPY and Q back and forth. Yeah, so not too bad. Intel starting to rebound here too. There we go, Snapchat, man. Look at the market starting to rebound heavy here, guys. So the market's starting to fly back here, which is great. That's what we want. We want to see the market hold, to be honest. All right, guys, so Q dipping down a little bit. Let's see if we can buy into this dip after we got this really big confirmation and trend here. So 20 shares, 30 shares, 40 shares, 50 shares. There we go. We're going to go ahead and take profit off of this. There's the rip. Again, we got the confirmation and trend by this big bounce, and then we bought that one little 5-minute, or that one little candle pullback there. Really profitable way to take the trade, to be honest. All right, guys, so we're getting another dip. Bed Bath & Beyond's back over 11s here. STBX is starting to dip. We also have Tesla here, TSLA. Tesla is just dumping down here too. So I'm surprised that's not going to drag the market down, which it actually might. I'm hoping it doesn't, but it might. We'll see. See if we hold the VWAP here, guys, is what we want. See if we get a bounce here. Tesla's starting to break, and look at Bed Bath, guys, all the way up to 1120s, 1130s here. So getting some nice movement. We're also scalping on Top Step here, and you can see this is Top Step's funded account program. So we're trading the micro E-mini. We're not even looking at this chart. We're just looking at the SPY's chart here, and you can see we can ride this up. You know, a lot of people want to just go really big, but the real key to getting funded in these accounts is by going small and slow here. So we're going to go ahead and get out. We're up about 24 on Top Step as well. And again, Top Step is a funded account program in futures. And so the futures market helps you get around the PDT rule. And Top Step funds traders in this market. So they give you a demo. If you can hit their target while following their rules, it's called the Combine. Then they'll fund you between 50 up to over 100K with a 90% split. They're regulated for U.S. users as well. They pay out millions every year. They fund thousands of traders a year. And you can check out the link right there in chat. That'll get you 20% off. The base package is like $160 minus 20% if you use my link. And it's a lot cheaper than putting up the thousands of dollars yourself. So if you're a good trader, you can try to get funded. And, you know, if you don't have a huge account, then it might be one of the ways you get around the PDT rule. They recently have an app as well, guys. So they do have an app that you can use, which is actually pretty cool. So if you didn't know they had an app, you can use the app. All right, market is flying up here. So we do have a beautiful move on the market right now. SPY ripping up, breaking highs. Tesla's starting to bounce back as well. Bed Bath is back over 11, so we'll see if those hold too. All right, so we got another little dip here in the queue. We're up over $50 just trading and scalping the queue. And again, you can do the same thing on Top Step if you want to try to get funded like this. A little bit different in terms of like sizing potential and stuff like that, but essentially the same type of trading. So again, just to put this in perspective, here's me scalping a little bit more, not even looking at these charts. I'm just looking at this right here. So we're going to go out and get the rest. We're up $40 on Top Step. And same scalping strategies I'm using here. So we're going to go ahead and ride this up, give it some time. And we'll cut this if it starts to break that low and just get out before that big drop. So yeah, we were able to avoid that big drop in both fronts. Q pulling back though here. We might have a little dip buy opportunity now. All right, so we're also scalping the E-mini now. So again, we're up about 62 on Top Step. Micro, we're about break even here. So again, I'm going to buy this on the regular account, though. I like this dip. I think it's pretty extended now, short term on the downside. We're going to get 50 shares of the SPY. There we go. We're going to go ahead and cut that quick. All right, so probably gonna have to cut this fast. Let me give it one more second. All right, back green again. I don't mind this down wick. I could add a little bit more here, to be honest. All right, we'll add one more 50 share position. There's 50 shares of the SPY. We'll use 75 here as a risk, 305.75. A little bit of a bounce back. And yeah, we're gonna have to cut our risk there. It's all right. We lost 15 bucks, but we've been very green on the day, both the Snapchat and a few other things too. Now again, let's see if Tesla holds here. I think Tesla is one of the big ones that we want to see hold. All right, Tesla market's starting to dip under these lows here, guys. So we got to be careful here because the market's starting to dip under these lows. Tesla's starting to push down towards these lows as well. So we're not going to take any trades because we're mostly sideways at this point. So we're not going to force anything into that. Love how SPY is going up, but my calls are not. They're staying at the same price and keep dipping negative in it every time it goes up. Big scam. Well, yeah, but you got to understand the Greeks, man. You know, you got to understand the Greeks. If you're not understanding the Greeks, then yeah, you're gonna get into some unfavorable option contracts because you're not really understanding the influence that the price of the SPY has over your contracts. You know, so like one of the first things you need to do if you're going to be trading, especially big size and option contracts, is understand the Greeks. And that will teach you how much your options are going to change in value relative to how much the SPY moves, brother. You know what I mean? There's literally a Greek exactly that tells you exactly what that is. And so if you buy an unfavorable option contract, that's you, man. That's you. You know, you got to understand what you're buying first, not call everything a scam. That doesn't work, sir. You know, and I wish you the best. Good luck, but you gotta really understand it. All right, guys. Bed Bath still consolidating 11s here. The SPY looking weak. So SPY and Q are under the previous closing price. Hey, nice, sir. Yeah, we're stopping our trading right now because we're green on the day and we're starting to get some chop. So we don't want to get stuck in too much chop, to be honest. Also, guys, if you want to help support your boy here, check out BitGet. BitGet's super useful. BitGet ultimately allows you to trade the crypto market. And again, a lot of people like crypto or dislike crypto. BitGet allows you to trade crypto futures. So another way to get around the PDT rule is crypto. And if you look at this here, for instance, you could trade any of these tokens right here at the top with leverage. And so they'll give you leverage on all of these tokens right here. With Bitcoin, they'll give you up to 125x leverage. And so if you put up $100, they'll give you $12.5 thousand. Just be careful. You can't get yourself in trouble. And I certainly can't guarantee you're going to make money. But again, you can trade coin M futures, USDC futures. You can paper trade futures as well if you want. So they have paper trading futures if you want to practice. They also have copy trading, which is where a lot of people are going to find value here. Like if you look at copiers, I can go see which traders are making money and copy them trade for trade. Now, of course, I can't guarantee you're going to make money here. Nobody can. But you can copy traders trade for trade just like this, and you can see which ones are actually making money. Like this person has made copy traders about 11,000. He's made himself about 25,000, and you earn 8% as a copy trader. So if you know what you're talking about, you earn 8% as a copy trader on BitGet. But you can also copy other profitable traders. You just click follow. You can give yourself stop losses. And there's a lot of profitable traders here. If you go by like ranking, if you go by ROI, like this person has made about 21,000. He's made about 351% ROI. And you can copy traders just like this. They also have spot investing. So if you want to get in, they have some of the most altcoins on any specific platform. So they have a ton of altcoins that you can trade here and get in. And BitGet does a really good job. Number one, they accept US users. They're regulated for US users with KYC verification. But number two is they do a really good job of adding the newest and best altcoins that come out. And again, I can't guarantee you're going to make money, but they also have algorithmic bot trading. You can set yourself up in spot and futures. You can copy profitable traders. They have crypto savings that you can earn money on. You can get in airdrops before they drop things, and they have protection funds for their users. Just a lot of really cool stuff. They do allow US users. And again, you can deposit with a debit or credit card as well. And so if you want to check them out, again, great way to help support your boy here. And I'll post this link if you want to check out BitGet. Like I said, super useful. Here is the link. Check them out. There is the link in chat if you want to check them out. Again, we're slowing down because the Q and the SPY broke under the previous closing price. There's the link right there if you want to check it out. I'm certainly biased in their favor. They are a sponsor of our video, and so we're certainly biased, but just a really cool site that does allow US users for crypto. So you can short crypto as well if you dislike crypto. You can short it on BitGet too, and I know a lot of people have been making money shorting Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies lately as well, so might be something to check out. I see somebody asking me, can you educate us a bit on the Greeks? If you look at option Greeks, right? If you look at option Greeks, right? The easiest way to look at it is, let me find the best image of this here. Dude, Seeking Alpha, are you really going to try to make me create an account just to see this, bro? Come on now, man. Not today. All right, so here's a good way of looking at it. You got to use these to essentially, let me save this. Save me some time. All right. So if you look at this, theta is a measure of time decay. So how much your option loses value over time, right? So theta. Vega measures an option's sensitivity to changes in IV, the market's estimate of the volatility. So basically, the more volatile, it causes you to check to see the volatility relative to the options price, right? Delta measures option price sensitivity to the price of the underlying asset. So with what your boy was talking about in terms of the SPY, saying, oh, the SPY moves such and such amount, but my option is still the same in value, then you're buying bad Delta options. Delta measures the option price sensitivity to the price of the underlying asset. And so if the underlying asset is moving a ton, but your option isn't moving, you probably got a pretty bad Delta option. You know what I mean? And these are things that if you're going to put money up, guys, you got to understand these things. You can't be randomly buying super expensive options without understanding the significance of the different aspects of the option contracts y'all are buying. It just doesn't make sense. Again, and you can't say it's a scam or blame the option for it. I think it's really hard for people to be introspective and say, yeah, this isn't a scam. Like, this is just my misunderstanding of things, right? And it's really hard for people to do that. It's a lot easier for people to just kind of blame whatever, right? But this is stuff you got to look at. But again, Google is your friend with this type of stuff, team. Google is your friend. All right, guys, and I'm just not really seeing that much. Market's kind of choppy and sideways right now. I'm not trying to poke too heavily. We've already made enough from like Snapchat's big resurgence today, and you love to see it. Again, though, guys, if you want to check out a pretty dope social media site, we try to keep everything for free in the beginning, so we don't make any plugs in the beginning. But if you want to check a really dope social media site, Stonk.tech is supposed to be going live pretty soon. They're going to give you free dark pool and option flow access, and you can join the wait list here. Again, if you check them out, they are trying to help retail traders. So if you're an ape, part of the ape community, Stonk.tech is going to be a social media platform for you guys. And again, their job is to give traders free tools. They're going to have a lot of free stuff for traders and just be a resource and community for those type of retail traders to protect them. Again, eventually they're looking to have zero commission. So again, I'll consider it a favor. They are a sponsor of our video as well. I'll post this link. If you sign up for the wait list, great way to help support your boy here. And you can check out the link right there. Yeah, Google is definitely your friend for sure. I'll reach out to them and see when they're going to go live. I know they were supposed to go live maybe start of next month, but we'll see. I'll reach out and see when they are. All right, guys. I see my man Bulldog Trading saying, what color are your eyes? I've got these green eyes, sir. Top 3 eye colors in the world right now. One of the rarest eye colors as well. Yeah, so like Pawn says, biggest thing when you get into options is when you get into the contract. If you get in on a big move candle, then it will be more expensive. Right, for sure. All right, guys. So, yeah, we're sideways, guys. I'm going to go ahead and probably close it down. We are up a little bit on Top Step. You can see Top Step. We are up a cool, roughly almost $100 on Top Step. It's a pretty green day, nice green day for me. And again, if you want to check out Top Step, here is the link. Check out, a platform that will ultimately help you get around the PDT routine is what this is. So it'll help you get around the PDT. There's the link. Check it out. Market's sideways right now, so we're going to close it down. Love you all, guys. Stay safe in these markets. Remember, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell. We certainly appreciate all the support. We'll be back. I don't think we got any big earnings reports today. I just don't think we have anything big in terms of earnings today, guys. So nothing crazy for earnings. But yeah, we got some fun stuff happening later this week. Earnings, just looking at the earnings calendar here. Tomorrow we've got some cool stuff. We don't have anything big today, but tomorrow we've got Best Buy, we got Bidu, we've got Big Lots. We've got Bank of Montreal, we got Cons, and then tomorrow evening we've got CrowdStrike, Chewy, ChargePoint. So we'll be covering tomorrow evening for sure. Earnings reports. Wednesday, I don't think we have anything too big. We've got Express in the morning. We got MongoDB in the evening, so we might cover that. It depends on what kind of attention we're going to get from that. I don't know how big MongoDB are or anything like that. They're not really like a super traded stock. If we look at some of these stocks like that, it's kind of telling. You want to see how actively these stocks are traded, right? So MDB, lower volume move. AI, lower volume moves, FIVE, lower volume move. So anything that looks like that is usually not going to have the biggest audience in terms of earnings. And so we're not going to cover those. Thursday, though, we have Lululemon. And so this is one that we will cover. Still a lower volume stock, but I think the following is big enough to justify that. So we'll cover that one then as well. Good luck, guys. Love you all. Hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Later, team.